that kit, it is 850291.
Right, I'm going to give you some jobs, if that's all right. What do you mean, oh?
I mean, yay!
Right, this is the other bag that we showed you, the one that we've done in the wool here.
My favourite, yeah.
So this is the one that we're going to make now. That's for you to do some jobs with. So, first thing we need to do is cut all the pieces out. So you get 3 pattern pieces. It's a dead simple pattern. There are 3 pieces to it. And I've cut the 5 big ones out. That's done. Yeah. I need 6 that size from you.
Oh, God.
And I need 2 that size from you.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to give you a sneaky tip. Now, because I've ripped these already, one side will be looking like it's slightly frayed, but it will also be dead straight.
Right.
So if I use that and line it up against that edge, I can just put a little snip down there, a little snip with my massive scissors, and then...
Wow.
And that will remain perfectly straight.
That's clever, isn't it?
Because you've gone with the kind of grain of the fabric, that will remain perfectly straight. So if you need panels like this, you can just rip them into the right width, and then chop them.
So as long as I know which way you've ripped,
you'll get 2 out of that. See, easy.
How many did you want out of that?
I need 2 out of that, 2 out of that, and 2 out of that one, please.
So 2, that's her anyway.
2 of each.
Oh.
2 of each. Hang on.
I've forgotten
one
everything.
of them's mine.
Where's your scissors, mate?
Do you want my big uns?
Yeah, please.
There you go. I've lost one.
2 of summer, 2 of summer, 2 of summer.
I've lost one. Right. Oh, I have. Oh, no, it's here. There we go. I've lost it. There.
I mean, does it matter?
That's not the right one.
What?
This is going horribly wrong.
I'm just going to keep my head down.
Okay.
Oh, the dog tapestry fabric. Sold out. Sold out and gone. Dog tapestry fabric. Where's Hannah?
So the first step in putting this panel together is joining all the bits. Now, it will, when it comes to you, have instructions. You're getting quite violent with this, Leonie.
Oh, what? Look, what?
It does have step-by-step in here. So it says, there you go. There's the first 5 that I've already cut. So we stitch all those together. And then the ones that Leonie is cutting at the minute, it says stitch 2 of them on, stitch the 2 more on with the slanty pieces, and then stitch the last 2 on. Once they're all together, you can decorate it up, because on this one here, we've used a load of decorative stitches on it, just in those kind of stitch on the ditch, but using the decorative stitches. Stitch in the ditch, it should be.
Stitch in the ditch.
Stitch in the ditch. So there you go, you can see we've added decorative stitches on that, or you could go maybe doing a bit of freestyle, free motion embroidery. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah. Now I'm having a good time. No.
It's quite a simple assembly, this one, because if you are going to rip them to get the right sizes like that, I would recommend ironing them afterwards, because it's going to just relax those fibres back into a better position for you to be able to work with them.
Okay, okay.
So, these, I'm just going to line up face to face. Oh, I found me missing one.
Hooray!
Yay.
Does that mean I have to cut any less?
No.
No. No.
And these are all designed with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So most machines will have a little bit of a guide on them. On this one, it's just this mark. If my needle's dead centre, it's just this mark here. And obviously there's another little mark. If I just move that, there's a little mark on there. Okay. So I'm just going to use those. You can pin them together, because we have not got time. I'm not pinning them together. I've lost my thing.
There's 2 minute queues on the forms. I can't do that, but which way did you rip this? It's been ripped from every which way. There are two.
Well, you could just go.
There are 2 minute queues on the forms.
Just decide which side you want.
If you don't want to wait on the queues, the website is a word shop. That is hochanda.com.
There we go. So,
which way shall we plumb? Should we go that way or that way?
So all we're doing is we're starting to create the large panel.
Yes.
And then it shows you exactly which sides you need to sew together to get it into a whole piece. Now, I would normally kind of chain piece these, but because we're going to showing you how to put it together properly. So that one's my next one.
Don't panic, everyone's okay with the bang?
Yeah.
Right. It did work.
What do you mean, oh, it did work? What? Like I wasn't going to tell you to do.
No, because it was ripped one way and ripped the other way. I thought, well, I don't know which is the right bit.
It doesn't matter what your seam allowance is on this, really, as long as you keep the seam allowances the same throughout. So if you're more comfortable using like the edge of a foot as your guide, then that's fine. As long as you keep your seam allowances constant throughout, you'll be absolutely fine.
I mean, Hayley, you've probably already said this, but where's this pattern from?
Which one?
The one that we're using this time.
Oh, it's on the show. It's on the show. We did it once before, but we've brought it back because it was a super popular one. And I think it's just one of those that just works really, really well.
Yeah.
And again, with the batting that we've got on the show, that's the stuff that really works well for this because it makes it into a project that is completely kind of... it's all washable, the batting that we use, and it is a polyester one. But it has that little bit of rigidity to it, which really, really helps a project like this. It's kind of, and if you want to double it over, you'll get something that's almost as stiff as a bosal. And a bosal is. Bosal will give you a really solid bag, so if you wanted one that would kind of stand up, support itself, then that's you would just use 2 layers of this,
and it'll almost give you that quality.
Do that same job.
Now, if you do want your obviously, if you do want your batting polyester, the details are there for you. £9.99.
Yeah, that's fantastic value because you get 2 metres, and it's 2 metres by 1.5 metres, which is a whopper of a piece.
Tons. If you want, and we have got the bag.
We've got the bag
as well.
Yeah, we've got both the bag patterns, this one and the one that we showed you, which the other one you can make it as easy or as difficult as you want to because it's actually such a simple construction. It's one of those projects where maybe you want to spend a bit more time adding and embellishing the piece, creating the piece of fabric before you create it into the shape.
Beautiful. How many of these did you want? 2 of each one?
Just 2 of, that's 2. Yeah.
Just 2?
Just 2? Just random colours.
Oh yeah,
just
it says 2 on it.
Oh yeah!
All of a sudden it all becomes very clear, whereas the other one said 6. It's like a little giveaway, isn't it? It's like
just going to show it. Right, we've done this piece.
It's dead obvious.
So we've added all those together. This is the next step where we're going to add 1 piece onto the top of it. So that's my 5 panels there, all sewn together. Now I'm going to add 1 piece onto this top end and 1 piece onto the bottom end, and they need to be offset. I've just put it there. There you go. They need to be offset, so one goes off to the left, one goes off to the right. So we'll put those on next.
Okay.
So how long have we got? Oh, I've got about 10 minutes. We can make a bag in 10 minutes.
Back into you can do that.
Well, because you're cutting the bits out, I can do it.
Exactly. Now, when you
get yourself a helper
and
make it yourself.
do they have to be like really? Yeah. Do they have to be like really?
Accurate.
Yeah.
No, it's quite a forgiving pattern, this one, so you'll be absolutely fine if you obviously try and get at least in the ballpark.
Yeah. I've got the right kind of shape. I'll just try and chop off a little bit.
Of shape.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Might chop off that, or else you're looking at a bit extra, half an inch on it. Then. Oh, it's one of these I don't feel like I can breathe while I do this. Okay.
Is this why you make cards and you don't sew?
Yeah. Well, you say I make cards, that's a bit...
Well, no, you do all sorts of stuff.
I don't make cards.
Make a mess.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I just make things that you could probably make into cards, but I never do. I make projects. I just have a lovely time getting messy.
Right.
That's what I do. There's your other 2.
That's exactly what I needed. That's exactly the right minute.
My work here is done. See ya.
So I'm going to add 2 of these together. On that end. Let me just check I have added them together on the right end.
Ooh. Okay, this deco print that we're using, this is now limited stock. So if you do want this, please check your basket.
Yes,
I'm not surprised. Yes. I really like this.
It's a beautiful
gorgeous
print, and you're effectively getting 2 metres for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Now, I am actually mixing up a couple of different weights of fabric here because I've got a lawn and I've also got a poplin in here as well. Now, the way I'm going to even that out is by using the batting.
Right, okay.
And that will kind of even everything out a little bit.
Beautiful. I was tidying up and I don't know if I've picked up them. No, I don't think I have. If you're missing any bits, just ask me what about me tidying.
So that piece is going to go onto there. Oh, I should have looked at the colours first.
Oh.
It's okay though. I still like it.
Oh, schoolboy error.
I know.
Rookie error.
It's fine. We're going to work with it. So you want, when you do that, you want to, the most important bit about it is just lining these central bits up. So with seams, you can press. There's people who press to the dark side. There's people who split the seams. It's entirely up to you. I personally, for this one, like to split the seam because I like a really accurate join on it. And to do that, I'll open them both out and put pins in each side. So when it runs through the machine, it runs it through nice and evenly.
Beautiful.
But,
okay. Obviously with this fabric, a really nice quality. Did you say it's the lawn as well?
Yes,
that's a really
the
good
deco
stuff,
print one that we're using is a lawn. So lawn really just is referring to the weave and the weight of it. So lawns are generally a lighter weight, a little bit floatier. So you would use them for dresses, you would use them for kind of shirts and blouses and things. Yeah. But it's just a lovely fabric, this one. It's a really nice print, and I think it's that kind of, it's both kind of masculine and feminine. It's a really lovely print on that one, and the fact that you can get, I think you are in fact getting both of the prints, this kind of greeny one and the kind of beigey one. Yeah, that's exceptional value. Yeah,
stunning. This one though, definitely going to sell out. It is limited stock. That means less than 10% remaining. It's really, really limited now. Saving £11 there. 789052 is your item number.
The other fabric that's on that same mannequin, that is our polyester twill. Now that is an amazing kind of catch-all fabric. And it's on a pick and mix because what you've got is you can pick. I think it even should be pick any 3.
Oh wow!
I've got a feeling it should be 3.5 meters instead of 2, because it was 2 and we've only got a little bit left, so we thought let's chuck a real bargain in there.
Wow!
We'll have to double check it. If it isn't, we've got a kind of a one day special. We've got a 1 day special on there. Kind of. We've got 1 day special on Friday. Starts tomorrow.
Amazing.
So if it isn't right, we'll get it checked. Put it on there as well.
Excellent. Charlotte's on it now. Literally,
she's fixing it. Right.
She's just asking about that, so we'll let you know in a couple of seconds' time. Right. But make sure you do tune in tomorrow for this 1 day special.
And then we've got one more.
So are you launching tomorrow then? Are you launching tonight?
Launching tomorrow.
Excellent.
Yes, launching tomorrow. So this is the last piece that we're adding on, and for this one we need to find the centre.
Okay.
Just put I'll just crease that with my finger, and then that goes over the top, and then that's the last piece. And what I can do now, I've got this on, is start to sew up that side.
Amazing. It is technically sold out. The material is technically gone. Absolutely beautiful. I've only got little bits. I think we'll save them because that is just like confetti. It has technically sold out. We still have the bag pattern, so if you do want the bag pattern, make sure you go for that one.
What we also have, which I don't think we even got to touch on in the last hour, was our potluck fat quarters. So when there's not even enough fat quarters to bring to you as a full set, we do them at an insane price, and we kind of put them all together.
Okay.
Where's my other triangle-y one?
I don't know, but I definitely did it.
I definitely cut it.
Bear with. So potluck.
Oh, we were nearly there.
Oh, we were nearly there. We can't find the potluck. Can't find the triangle.
No.
Oh. I definitely passed it over.
Oh, hey up.
Hooray! Hey. Most times it's on the floor in the bin. That's the way things work.
I will say next time, though, just see if you can... Because I don't know if this is the right one, Yes, it is. What I would say next time is because obviously you don't do a lot of fabric.
Don't do any fabric.
What you've done, you can see down this end, down the salve edge, there's little tiny dots where it runs through the printer.
Yeah.
And you want to, usually you would cut those off.
So you wouldn't normally use them?
We're going to go ahead with it.
Okay, it's going to be a very, very unique bag.
That's come together really, really quickly. And then to actually assemble the bag, that's your main bag opening. So if I can fold half of it together and we can get it done, look. So if I do that...
Minute and 45, Hayley!
Oh! Let me see if I can get half a bag done. Quick!
Come on, Hayley! You've got instructions as well. The 10 fat quarters. sold out. Okay. Oh, wow. So the 10 fat quarters, they have now gone. Congratulations on those. Check the website for everything else. We've literally got a minute and a half.
I'm doing it as fast as I can.
You will be able to catch our Hayley back tomorrow, launching her one-day special.
It's an awesome one as well.
And
it's a blinder.
Is it a cracker,
It is a cracker, yes.
So everyone needs to tune in tomorrow.
So what I've done is I folded it in half. I'm sewing this bottom section here together. And I'm sewing this section here together.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fold it the other way where that opening is and sew those in the other direction.
Okay, how much time have we got?
Super
45 seconds.
Wait.
She's turning up the speed dial.
Yeah. Well, because I like to sew at a kind of medium speed because then I've got time to catch things when they go wrong. So go the opposite direction.
Okay. Open
there
it.
You go.
I'm staying quite calm. You can order everything after the hour on the website, hochanda.com.
Spend more time lining it up properly.
You can ring us, 01733602000. Thank you ever so much. I will see you next week on Tuesday. Have a marvellous weekend. And Aurelia, we'll see you on Friday. Hayley.
There you go. Done.
Boom. A bit of a bag.
Boom, a bit of a bag.
Hooray! Thank you.
Dear.
That bit of a bag was a bit of a bag that Hayley's made. I weren't calling Hayley a bit of a bag. That'd be terrible. And next you got bags of inspiration with then Crafting with Clarity. It's one day special. And then Tonic, it is your gift bag one day special.
Hi, my name's Christine Emberson and I'm the brand ambassador for Spellbinders Creative Arts. I've been with Spellbinders for many years now and I just love their innovative style and all the amazing products that they come out with. Being part of the Hochanda family is just wonderful. Being able to share with you tips and techniques and to bring you some exciting new products is just absolutely fantastic. I think you're going to love the Spellbinders shows. I want to share with you different ideas and techniques, what you can do with your die cutting. It's not just limited, there's so much that you can create. So don't miss the Spellbinders shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door. I'm lucky enough to have been a guest on Hochanda since day one. I've been working closely with Crafts2 on the development of the John Next Door brand and also working with their fantastic range of products. I'll be bringing you some fantastic shows that are combining the John Next Door and Crafts2 products. We'll be sharing things like the press cut dies and some of the Find It media and some of the other fantastic tools, accessories and other products that Crafts2 bring to everybody at home. I hope you can join me on my crafting journey and learn some tips and techniques from me that I share with you. So don't miss the Crafts2 shows with me, John Lockwood, on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I'm a member of the Creative Expressions team. Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps, and I also have my paper pads and Cosmic Shimmer products that coordinate perfectly. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my shows where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
Welcome back to Hochanda. Lovely hour there with Hayley and Leonie. They're back later on, but do you know what? We have got a wonderful, wonderful deal here. Oh no, you're not on. You're back on, Leonie. I thought you were back on at. It's 4 o'clock. What happened? Oh dear. No, Hayley's. No, Yann's back on at 5. No, Hayley's back on at 5. Right, anyway, I'm here to tell you about these deals we got. Fortunately, not the schedule. Right, we have got a big deal. Now, sorry about that. They're still in the studio. They're still in the studio. Look, there they are. Look. We've got security on it. Security is talking to Leonie and Haley. There we go. We're sorting it now. Right, anyway, back on track. Bags of inspiration. Yeah, bye. Right, £29.99 is the price for this first bag of inspiration. So it's a minimum value of £100. Now, firstly, inspiration. You may be a seasoned crafter, you may be brand new to crafting, but we can never have too many ideas. We can never have too much inspiration. That, honestly, is what this show is all about. Not scheduling, fortunately, because I've just made a huge mess of that. Right, so this one here, this is the minimum value of £100, okay? This one is called Strength. And they based these words on the gorgeous embossing folders that Leonie included inside these bundles. They're wonderful. We're thinking words for mixed media, motivational words for plaques, for something to have on canvases perhaps as well, just by the front door. Something to give you that bit of spurring on when you leave for the day. Who knows? Right, let's go through some of these. Now, contents may vary, but this is generally what you're going to get. You may get exactly this. You may get a slightly different embossing folder. You might get a slightly different die. Who knows? But this is basically what £100 worth looks like. That is what is guaranteed. The value, at least £100, that is absolutely guaranteed. The price there, absolutely guaranteed, £29.99. So basically, you're going to save at least £70. At least £70. Again, if you'd like to come in already, it's 150391. Now, you're thinking £29.99? I think that's really nice, because with £29.99, there's a little bit of a surprise factor there. There's a surprise factor. Because sometimes, if you want to spend £100 and don't know what you're getting, £29.99, if that's within your bundle, that is going to be really, really good, exciting moment. Right, so, again, contents may vary, but we opened one of our bags of inspiration. This is what we got inside. So, you've got the edgeables, for example. Thank you so very much. Right up here, right up there. And then you've got embossing folders. You've got background embossing folders. We've got pieces from Sarah's signature collections. Look at that, the bunting. I mean, any celebration. Now, Leonie, we can still hear her in the studio. These are her embossing folders we got here. Yeah, bye, Leonie. You've got Faith, Just Be, and we've got Strong. You've got something from Sarah's black and gold collection. This is Cheers. I think it's wonderful. Seriously, the black and gold collection, do you remember that? That was absolutely luxurious. It's gorgeous. Now, one of my favourite ones here is the candelabra. Here we go. This is the grand candelabra. Isn't that lovely? Isn't this? Is this the candelabra? They're laughing at me. There we go. It's a candelabra. Did I pronounce that wrong? Oh, I said something else, right. Okay, there we go. So this candelabra, this is creator card die. So you got your base card, run that through your die cutter machine. It basically makes a beautiful card. If you've got lovely cardstock, run this through, you're halfway there to a beautiful, beautiful project. We've got frames, we've got ribbons. We've got something up here from the Time Traveller series designed by Sheena. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, do you like clocks? Do you like cogs? Do you like steampunk styles here? Absolutely perfect. Do you know, I've seen designs with dies similar to this. If you got a die cut like that over another die cut, imagine having like a glossy accent, clear crackle medium, have an age and antique feel to this clock. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. So then, all of this is what we found in this bag of inspiration. Now, we're going back to this later. I've got a little demonstration. Those who know me well, there's no surprise. I've got a bit of gilding wax here. I'm going to show you a bit of gilding wax, but that comes later on. That's what we've added ourselves. So, all these embossing folders, all of these dies, we've got ribbon. It's a well-rounded bundle. At least £100. If you buy these individually, honestly, that's what you'd be paying. Now, again, because contents may vary, you do know you do get that minimum value, okay? Minimum value £100. The contents may vary, but you do know it's going to be a mixture of mainly Crafts Companion goodies. This is a Crafts Companion Bags of Inspiration show here. So you know you're going to get good quality, you know you're going to get a brilliant saving. And sometimes it's nice, because I think it's good, because what these kits can do, they can potentially push you out of your comfort zone. I think creatively, that's going to be really ideal. Right, so the one we've just gone through there, that's called Strength, 150391. Again, £29.99. You're saving pretty much £70 at least now. Now, the next one, like I said, sometimes it is good to be pushed out of our comfort zone because it may be the case that something arrives to your door, you may not have thought of buying that, but when you actually, the more you look at it, the more you start using it, you fall in love with it. It becomes a creative tool. This could send you down a completely different avenue in your own craft room, who knows. Now, we've also got a chandelier. A chandelier, very grand. The classic chandelier. There we go. It's a create a card. If you've got lovely cardstock, seriously, run that through your machine. You've got a very, very elegant card. That's going to be stunning. But this is such a well-rounded bundle. You've got more mini embossing folders from Leone. Magic, Sunshine, Smile and Sparkle. This is very nice. We've got a thank you from the black and gold. Honestly, the black and gold collection, obviously I haven't got to use this in just black and gold, but it's just smart, it's sophisticated, it's for a big occasion, it's classic. Right, now, so a little bit more nature inspired. This is beautiful. The pebbles. Again, this could be something for all year round. I mean, all year round we can use this. This I've seen being used onto some pearlescent cardstock. It's stunning. So if you've got something on a craft card, it's beautiful, and that's because a craft card, there's a natural organic kind of feel to this, and that embossing folder really does complements it well. Do you want to get busy on the phones now? Highly surprising, highly surprising. It's a minimum value of £100, £29. Beggar, I just noticed that. Minimum value, I was like, minimum value of £100, but you are saving at least £70 here, because all you pay today, £29.99. Sorry, I literally just spotted that. Right, there we go. Now, we have got ribbon here. You got something from Sheena's Day of the Dead. Look at that. That is cool, isn't it? Isn't that a cool die? That's really cool. And if you've got little brads, you're connecting them to each other. You can have the moving arms, moving legs. Why not? I think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We've got the chandelier. We've got that. The pebble embossing folder, talked about that. Let's have a look at something at the top here. Now, do you know someone who loves stitching, sewing? If you love soft crafts, maybe enjoyed the last show with our Hayley. This would be perfect. But you may have the gift for them. You may send them a bag. But what do you do with cards? This is personalisation by showing you know them well. You're identifying their hobby, their passion. That's when cards are so well received, because we understand the person who's made the card for us, they know us well. They know our passion. That's a wonderful sign. It says more than words sometimes, I think. If you can symbolise and represent what they're passionate about in life, that's a lovely thing. Now, do you know someone, perhaps who's going travelling? Again, this is the bag we opened. This is what we had inside. This is going to be great. So, this steampunk fantasy-based projects. Do you know someone's been travelling around the world? A good luck card, a welcome home card. That's really cool. You're bound to have other bits if you love steampunk. That's going to fit in really well. Scrapbook pages, just mixed media, piece of home decor is going to be beautiful with that. Well, again, all of this you would honestly normally pay. In fact, I've got it here. I've got it here. Now, the chances are you may get exactly that. It might be a couple of things that are different. I think it's unlikely it's all going to be different, but who knows? But it might be that one little bit you weren't expecting to arrive in the post. Might be that one dime, that one embossing folder you think, well, I would never really bought that. It's not really my style. But first, it could be a gift for somebody. You've got brilliant gifts. Think of, you've got perhaps a dozen gifts here, give or take, for £29.99. But not only that, this could send you down a different avenue you're not used to creatively. This could be that new die, that one die that arrives in the post, that's something that really could develop a new side to your artistic talent. Who knows? Who knows? And that's exciting. That's exciting. Right. I just picked this stuff up just to show you how much it was. There we are. Why was I doing that? Right, you know what? I actually embossed the embossing folder. Oh, I might as well do this now. Was that from this set? No, it's from the other set. It's from the other set. Hang on a second. Demonstration coming up next. I mean, it's not going to be the best of the year, but I'm going to try. Okay, £29.99. It's 794-764. This is called The Shining. Ooh. Spooky. This is The Shining. Okay, so £29.99. So there we go. I think it's inspired from that embossing folder there, perhaps. Now, I've only gone through 2 bags of inspiration. We've got lots more on our website. If you're a paper crafter, take a look at this. Take a look at this. We've got a lot here. Wood grain. We've got nature-inspired themes here. You may have other pieces on the show. You may have seen these before, previously on Hochanda, but this... it's going to be beautiful. Now, don't forget, bag of inspiration. We've got 8 bags of inspiration, but it is while stocks last, okay? It's whilst that. This is my last show today. Listen, I'm going home after this. This is my last show. These will not be back on today on a live show. When will they be back? I've no idea. Will they in these bundles? I haven't got a clue. In case not, get it whilst you can. Get it whilst you can. Right, we've got another bag of inspiration for you. This one is called Create. Would you like these bits and pieces? Oh, we got a stencil inside here. There we go. Sheena's grooving 60s. Sheena's grooving 60s. So there we go. No, it's gone wrong again. Right, I'll hold it, shall I? There we are. There we are. Getting overexcited. There we go. Go carefully put that down there. No, there we go. I'll hold it. There we are. So there we go. 8x8 stencils. Very, very smart. I'm just going to hold it. There we are. Wonderful era. Very nostalgic for lots of people, perhaps. Retro for a younger age group. Who knows? That's going to be really, really cool. So there you go. They are the stencils. You may get that one. You may get one of these other ones. Who knows? But that's exciting. I think for a price like this, if that's within your budget, that's a good price. Perhaps you'll agree it's within your budget to think, do you know what? That's worth a bit of a punt. That's worth paying £29.99 because you know you're going to get the value. You know you're going to spend £29.99. You know you're going to get £100 worth of goodies. So I think for that price, for me personally, I think that's worth a bit of a punt on this. Now, I'm quite excited to see what arrives through the post because, again, it might spark off a talent you didn't know you had. Who knows? For example, perhaps you haven't had any frame dies. You're thinking, of course, frames, I need some of those. Do you know what? It might be these embossing folders that you think, do you know what? Create, imagine, love. That might get you into mixed media, because these are very mixed media words, what I'd suggest. Do you know, it might get you back in touch with nature. It might be that leaf design there that might make you think, do you know what, I'm going to build up my selection now. It could be a Day of the Dead embossing folder. You might build up another Day of the Dead collection. You may fall in love with one of these stencils. You might decide, do you know what, I need to build up my collection of these now. I'm getting really into this. That's very interesting. The experiment, that's very interesting. Do you want mystical, magical? We've got something just completely divine, beautiful, something very ornate with that bird cage there. Very, very smart indeed. Right then, do you know what, shall I do a little... Right, here we go. Now, I looked at that embossing folder there. Shall I do a little demonstration? There we go. I'm going to try and do some gilding waxing over the top here. Right, there we go. Now, I've got some... shall I use this one? Yes, I'll use this one. Now, we've got the Pebeo. This is absolutely beautiful. Silver. Now, you can normally find this on the website, certain Pebeo colours. Ready for this, ready for this. Hayley Smith is gripped with this. She's literally watching me from behind the cameras. Oh, look at this. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Do you know what? It never ceases to amaze me. Regular viewers will know I've got an obsession with gilding wax. Are you ready for this? Look at that, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Isn't that smart? Just little bits. But that shows the highlight detail of the embossing folder. Isn't that brilliant? Literally, Hayley Smith is probably 2 metres away. Would you like it? Can I? Yeah, there you go. It's yours. There we are. Thank you very much. You're in vision now, so give us a nice wave, won't you? There we go. Thanks very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Loved your show earlier. It's great. It's like a little chat show. It's lovely. Right then, let's have a look. So, what else have we got in the bundle? In fact, we haven't mentioned the creator card die we have got right there. So then, this is a beautiful teacup die. So, this is very, very smart. Now, I asked for some tissue and I got that. Sorry. It's a bit excessive, that, isn't it, really? Someone might need that. Right, you know what I mean? Right, anyway, oh dear, sorry, right. Oh dear, no, edit that bit out, sorry. Right, £29.99. Is the price for all of this. Now, again, contents may vary, but what you do know is it's going to be worth a minimum of £100. You will be getting a variety of embossing folders, of dies. You're bound to get a stencil as well. So this is the kind of thing you can expect to create. These beautiful embossing folders down there as well. We've got large, you've got small. This is very, very smart indeed. Right, there we go. 934824 is the name, is the item number for this bag of inspiration, which is called Create, okay? Now, we've got 4 on the counter. We've actually got 8 in total on our website, hochanda.com. So seriously, if you're looking to really stock up of inspiration, you can buy these more than once if you want to. You're going to, in fact, do you know what? So you're going to save £140, £280. That's right. potentially £280 on these 4 bags of inspiration. They're each worth a minimum of £100. They cost you £29.99 each, £70 per one. You're going to save, I would say, at least £280. It'll be worth considering. Think how many presents you can make for this. Are you just getting into craft? This is a quick, very cost-effective way of building up your crafty stash. The more tools we got, the more avenues we can go down, the more masterpieces we can create at home. And again, if you're paper crafting, it's absolutely brilliant. By the way, if you're looking at all these dies and you need a die cutting machine, we have got the Gemini on a monthly mega deal. It comes with lots of inspiration in itself, actually. So do check out the website for that. Right, we got hearts. We've got dies, other dies as well. We've got the most beautiful embossing folder here. Now, I do like that. I've seen this before. I'm so pleased we got it back. How cool is this? I know Fiona Clayton is absolutely beautiful at this. Isn't that nice? Fiona Clayton is absolutely gorgeous. So there we go. It's 8x8 embossing folder. This is the wood grain. Perfect way, adding extra dimension, adding extra texture to your pieces. But again, if you're working with craft cards, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. £29.99 is what you spend today, and you get £100 worth delivered to your door. 208186. And thanks very much for tuning in, John. It's been a brilliant show. By the way, if you're on Facebook, add me. It's Charlie Hopkins on Hochanda TV. Come on, let's do it. Let's try and get 2,000 likes by the end of the show. Let's go. Right. Okay. That's called wood grain. We've got another bundle for you right here. This is really cool. They're all different, all Crafts Companion goodies, okay? But they are all different. So then, now, again, this is perhaps you go for if you're into your colouring in. Perhaps why not? Because we've got pencils here. We've got Colorista pencils. We've got edgeables of the dies. Speaking of edgeables, actually, you've got different sizes. We've got wording. Oh, we've got the Marseille. We've got the Marseille looking at with the peacocks. Ah! There we go. That's my peacock impression. Ah! Now, we've also got, otherwise I'm just making a weird noise. We've got 2 embossing folders here. Now, this I haven't seen for a while. This is from one of Sarah's signature collections. Let me hold this up around here. So, you have got, this is from Autumn Morning. Now, I remember, was it Fiona or Debbie? One of them had a brilliant idea. Imagine table centerpieces, right? Just like a long box. Imagine that into each panel of the box. That's going to be absolutely striking. Vellum behind there. Battery-powered tea light in the middle. Beautiful. Maybe making a tall box for a glass of wine or Prosecco. Who knows? That's going to be absolutely striking. So £29.99. Again, I can't stress this enough. That's what you pay, £29.99. All of this delivered to your door, and it's going to be at least £100 worth. So, what's guaranteed? It's the saving, really. It's the minimum value of £100. What is guaranteed? You spend £29.99, you get all of this delivered to your door. Now, contents may vary, but for that price, it's worth it for the excitement. Because quite often, we want to know exactly what we're getting. You do know you're going to get the value, dies and embossing folders, perhaps a pack of pencils as well. But I think for that price, I think it's worth it. It's a good opportunity to perhaps push yourself out of a comfort zone, because sometimes we do. We get settled in our signature style, so to speak. It could be an embossing folder, for example. It could be an embossing folder, let's have a look. Like this one. Let's go back for this. Now, you might be thinking, this is something I wouldn't normally buy. You like more smart, traditional embossing folders. But with this one, you might be thinking, you know, this might spark you off making cards for children, because it could represent snow, something for your Christmas cards. You know, it really, really could. Really good. I think it's an exciting time. Now, stock-wise, we are approaching 20% of the stock gone. 20% of the stock's gone. It's actually nearly 20 minutes into the show. Where's the time gone? 90 minutes into the show, 20% of the stock's gone. So, £29.99, 086367. The Cassitude is cool. So that is just elegant. It's just smart. Really quirky cards, quite eccentric cards you can make from this. I think it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. By the way, do you struggle to make cards for men? How about this die set right there? Obviously, ladies play golf too, for ladies and gents. But again, for men cards, absolutely brilliant. Hole in one, that is superb. So there we go. You've got little dies there. Put them onto the edge of your card. Little finishing touches. That is cute. That's really, really cute. Hole in one is what it's called. So if you like to go for this, if you would like £100 worth, basically ask yourself this question. Would you like £100 worth of quality crafty companion goodies for £29.99? If the answer is yes, lots of you say yes because 20%'s gone. It's at 086 367. Right then, we've got 2-minute queues on the phone. Do dial the number, we will get you, but the quickest way is to shop right here, Hochanda.com. We've got various different bundles for you. We have got new bundles, we've got repeated bundles, they have been very, very popular. But folks, I must remind you, it's while stocks last. This is my only show today, live show, with these bundles. Will they be back at some point? Perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. So, if you like them, I would get them whilst you can. It's just a good opportunity. Even if you want to stock up on bits of goodies, crafty goodies, quality craft goodies for your loved ones, for your friends. Right then, you see that Freedom membership there, £6.97. This is a really good opportunity to become a Freedom member, okay? £6.97 per month. If you're not a member, let's have a look at what you could be doing. These are all the benefits. Let's see what Janice has to say about this fantastic opportunity.
Hello everyone. I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our...
Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. We have got a cracking hour ahead. Allow me to introduce you to the lovely Anna.
Hello.
Who I haven't worked with in ages.
I know.
Looking forward to this.
Way too long.
Okay, now Anna. Craft box.
Yeah.
Always very popular.
Yeah.
Got excited when I was working with you.
Yeah.
Now this is Craft
Would the
Box
machine make a
Presents
noise?
a collection. So explain to everyone at home, because I know this is a big thing and direction you're going to be going. We will still be bringing you fantastic craft boxes in the future, but this is slightly different. So explain the premise.
Okay, so as a company, we really wanted to go in the direction of original content. Obviously, our craft boxes are great, but they're curated boxes of curated contents. And I had this dream of having my own collection. It has taken me absolute ages to find the right designer, but I finally have. And a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, we have released our first collection, The Other Side, which has sold out 3 times, and I was so eternally grateful because it was so warmly received. And now we're back with some of the most popular colour schemes and colour ranges in this collection that I think all crafters love. Your purples, lilacs, teals and turquoises.
Unique designs. You're getting a lot as part of our large bundle. I need to talk to you actually about this large bundle because it was already selling. This is a good sign. Already selling before the show. We're actually, right now, the show's just opened and we're approaching 10% of the stock has gone okay already. Let me just show you, when we talk about original designs, look at these 12 by 12 papers, and this is just one component. You can buy them by themselves, but the real saving is in the complete bundle. As I say, double-sided, gorgeous designs. And I was chatting to Anna before the show, and you were telling me, so you're a designer who you've been working closely with on this, Italian designer, and you really get a feel for her style.
Yeah, she's Italian. Her name's Maya, but she's lovely, and I hope she's watching as well. And we have worked together on this. And what I really, really love about this collection, that is a real blend of designer working with crafter. Because we have this collection printed of 190 GSM paper, so it's nice, sturdy paper. Secondly, we made sure that that whole collection is composed in a way where you have a front page that has this really stunning floral design, and a back page is slightly less busy.
Subtle.
Yes, so if you wanted to fussy cut it, you wouldn't maybe feel so sorry about the back page. And again, some of us crafters prefer really, really, really busy backgrounds.
Wow,
it is.
I
know, it's absolutely stunning. These are all original illustrations.
And they're worth looking at because they are stunning. absolutely stunning.
When I spoke to Maya one time, and I said, tell me how many layers are on a sheet of paper. And she said, oh, it depends. But she said on some of them there's 150 layers.
What?
So when it comes to the design, this is how much work goes into creating quality papers. And you can see the laces, the outlines of buildings, obviously that beautiful prominent iris there, butterflies. There's just so much on this.
Gorgeous. Now turn that around. Look, you've got this wonderful blend of architecture, colours.
And it's not any architecture, because a lot of them are converted pictures from Cambridge, from my travels to Poland, from Italy, where my mother lives.
Artwork as well, your pictures.
My pictures,
wow.
yeah. So it's not any given kind of stock photo. It is all very, very kind of. It's got meaning behind it.
This is handy, by the way. Look, fussy cut here, you've got sentiments.
Exactly. So we have done that in the Other Side collection as well, and it was so popular. And this is just your, all your sentiments in one place.
Yeah.
And because this collection,
cherished times. These are really good.
They are really good because this collection is all about memories.
My dreams.
Yeah. It's all about memories, and it also, what I like about this is it's all about memories, all about happy memories, but it's also approaching maybe that slightly, harder subjects. If you were to make a sympathy card, for example, this is really handy. So it's all kind of very all-encompassing collection.
Okay, listen, we're approaching 20% of the stock on this. We're already busy. And all we've had to look at is the 12 by 12s. But one thing you can really appreciate straight off the bat is the fact that you're getting unique original designs. The whole collection designed and themed to coordinate together. So we have our 12 by 12s. Now we've also got our A4 as well.
Yes.
So now what was the logic in putting the A4
in? So
A4
is we call it the designer pad because we want you to have the freedom to design your own cards and scrapbook pages, of course, but to have all those fussy cut elements that you can embellish, all the toppers really that you can embellish your artwork with. And I love working with those because they're smaller pieces. You can use them individually as an individual tag, for example, if you kind of reinforce it with MDF or chipboard, or you can use it on cards, and I am going to be demonstrating some of that.
Double-sided.
Again, it follows the same logic that the front page we think you probably will fussy cut, so the back page is slightly calmer, but you can use that back page as a background if you wanted to.
Lovely. I mean, these papers are gorgeous.
Thank
you really thought about everything.
Yes.
And the whole point of the collection, the Floral Memories, is to allow you to really make the most of your memories. Let me just show you very quickly. You have to see that.
So if you are into intricate fussy cutting, so I did mention that when we brought that collection for the last time when we brought the Other Side, that we wanted the shapes to be slightly easier to cut. Say, if you are struggling with fussy cutting, but then again, for those of us who do love fussy cut, I got something there.
The collection, in my mind, is designed to really allow you to achieve something that you're proud of, but also we all have memories that we treasure. And it's a great way, a platform to showcase those memories. Look, we've got to get through. There's a lot to show you here. So we've also got the 6x6, exactly the same premise. It's sold out individually. You can get a pack of 2, though, of these. Details at the bottom of your screen, $13.98, but they are in the complete collection as well. So you're getting your 6x6, your A4, very quickly, because as I say, I'm conscious of the fact we are getting so much to show you. We've got so much to show you.
6x6 are single-sided, so perfect for your card making needs, and you get 20 sheets. So all the designs that you'd find in 12 by 12, but single-sided. Exactly.
Oh, gorgeous.
They are really adorable, and all your toppers and big designs.
Lovely. I'm going to pause there because, as I say, we need to rattle through and show everyone what we're getting. So you're getting your 12 by 12, you're getting your A4, you're getting your 6x6, you're getting the flowers. Now, you can go for these as part of a pick and mix. Details are at the bottom of your screen, $10.99. But getting them as part of the collection, now look at this. You're getting them all. They are gorgeous. They are really pretty. Tell me about these. We are really well known for our flowers. We import them from 3 different places in the world, and I always pick the colours that obviously go with the collection, but also the quality is absolutely second to none. And we do place them in this beautiful arrangement on a card. So it's all done by hand. We don't working with machines or anything like this. We actually have a team in the office who stick it with love for you on those cards. And you can see the quality of those flowers and the potential in using the flowers. If I just show you here, if you have a look. Now, this is just an example of what you can do with this fantastic collection. First time that Anna's brought you this Floral Memories. First time. This is only the second collection released by Craft Box. And I have to say, the first collection sold out 3 times. What was the name of the collection?
The Other Side.
The Other Side. And here, Floral Memories proving equally as popular. Now, have a look at that. Can you imagine doing something like this? Oh, Anna. Let's see, because that clock's slightly slow. So we're 8 minutes into the show. Right. 30% of the stock's gone. The complete collection. I'm so pleased, and it's so great everyone's supporting you here. So you are getting the flowers. Now you're getting all 3 sets of the flowers. Not only that, you're getting stamps in the mix too. Tell me about these stamps.
So the stamps obviously reflect so much that's in the collection. So we wanted some flowers and butterflies, and we also wanted this stunning building.
Great.
And that's actually a view in Tuscany, and it. Absolutely gorgeous, and it sounds like a dream as well.
We will be seeing that in this hour. Now, you can get these as a set of 2. Details are at the bottom of your screen there. But having a look at the full collection, these are including the full collection. Something else that's including the full collection, we've got, this is our Hochanda exclusive with regard to these charms. They sold out individually, so you're getting 10 of the most beautiful charms. Actually, I'm going to pick up a few just to show you, because you have to appreciate how good these are. So, let's say a Hochanda exclusive, and my word, are these a little bit special. I haven't got all of them, okay? I'm just showing you a collection. And they're lovely.
So we are really well known for our charms, because obviously we have a charm and trinket show on Hochanda as well. And we absolutely had to have floral charms as a part of the collection. But what you're holding in your hand, as you said, is only part of it. You also get those beautiful, 2 beautiful resin birds in nests that go so well with that collection as well.
Yeah, you can see those there. They're lovely. Cute. Now, what's in here?
The charms come in the tin.
Oh, the charms come in the tin.
Yeah, and it then comes stuck to a card. That's fine.
I got that. So you've got the 2 resin, those beautiful resin birds.
They wouldn't have fitted in tin, and we really wanted to give them to you.
And it's nice that they are coming in a tin as well. We're not stopping there, though. We are. No, you're not getting. So the microbeads are not getting in there. No. Okay. All right. We are stopping there. I'm so sorry. All right. I was going to say we're not stopping there. My producer's like, yes, we are. This is everything that you're getting. Take a look at this. Look at all. Now, can you imagine that arriving in the post? Can you imagine that? Coming in the post and opening it up and getting to have a play. You've got 2 flexi payments. We are making life easier. You've got a further saving as well. Look, the fact that Anna's worked so hard to bring you the collection, the individual prices are great. But the fact that you're getting saving on top of that and access to 2 flexi payments, so you can get the full collection, your Floral Memories, for £33 today. That's your first flexi payment. And then obviously in 4 weeks' time, you pay your remaining payment. A lot of you are going for this option. 651088, your item number there. I was getting ahead of myself. So we have got the microbeads. Now, talk to me about the microbeads.
So we have a set of microbeads and charms.
So you can get them together?
Yeah, as individual item.
Nice.
And microbeads is, I mean, they're just, I love working with microbeads. They're just such a great mixed media product. And you get 5 pots, 10 milliliter each. And they come in different finishes. So you've got translucent, iridescent, and metallic. I'm going to talk about this in a little bit later. But they are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can we open one?
Yeah.
Have a little look-see. Because they are really stunning. Let's have a look.
Oh, wow.
They're really pretty.
They're
and
amazing
obviously the colours are obviously
and
perfectly
the texture they add
matching.
to projects as well.
Yeah, they're great, and we're gonna be
mixed media. You know how much Anna loves her mixed media. So what she's done is bring you all the goodies. Just let you know that the charm and the microbeads together, that is an option. You can see those as your main details on your screen. $14.99, already approaching 20% of the stock there. 477899, your item number, or if you just want to go individually, you can see the details down there for your microbeads. Okay, so lots on the show today. Now, a brand new feature here at Hochanda is Flexi Order. If you're not familiar with it, here's a video to tell you a little bit more.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order.
which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your flexi-buy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly Flexi-buy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Flexi Order is here. Something else that's here, hotly anticipated. So the next collection offering from Craftbox, Floral Memories. Just need to say before we go into our demonstration, we're about 13-14 minutes into the show. We're approaching half the stock of the complete collection. It is flying, and you've got such a comprehensive mix of goodies. And what I really need to stress, everything here, so the collection was brought about because you wanted to offer individual designs. So these are your own designs that you're bringing as part of Craftbox.
Yes, these are original designs created for Craftbox by our amazing designer. And yes, we wanted to start bringing original content, original products, and something that no one else was doing. There's tons of beautiful papers on the market, but there's nothing in that specific style. And obviously every designer is different, so every paper is going to be individual.
Is this something you're going to expand on this? You're going to bring us more collections in the future?
Yes, so we have already another one in works, and it's actually being printed now, and I can't wait to tell everyone what it is, but I'm absolutely dying I can't. But yeah, but I'm very excited. I want to tell you.
All right, let's get going. So we're using our 12 by 12.
Yes, and so you see, last night around 1 a.m. I have been sitting in my craft room, and I've been fussy cutting these. These are from your A4 designer pads. So this is the fussy cut sheet. They're beautiful, and obviously because everything goes so well together, we also have a paper in 12 by 12 that obviously has all those elements.
Designed perfect. Now that, because I actually thought you'd taken these elements from the 12 by 12. That shows how well you've tied it all in together.
Exactly. So it's a brilliant job. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little. I thought I'm going to do like a little fairy scene here. I'm going to make a scene. I keep saying, I'm going to make a scene. Right. Okay. So I'm going to start from reinforcing this paper a little bit. So I'm just putting on a little bit of chipboard. So I'm literally going to just stick it in place with some glossy accents, so it just doesn't move too much for me, and I have a little bit more sturdy surface. Okay, fine. Nice. And then what I'm going to do, my scissors, here they are. What I'm going to do is...
Some serious scissors then.
They are. They're actually fabric scissors. I just read. I took the wrong ones. What I'm going to do, I'm going to very gently... just curl them. So I've done the boring job already of fussy cutting the A4 sheet, which, as I said, is absolutely beautiful.
Now, this is a compliment to the quality of the paper, how you are able to give it that shape and bring it to life.
And so you can see I've done it in different directions because I just want this to be a little bit dimensional. You don't have to do it. You don't have to have a dimension if you don't want to. If you are going to keep it in your scrapbooking album, you may want to keep it flat. I tend to frame my pages, so I've offset this a little bit. As you can see, I didn't put it directly because I want to have that kind of illusion.
You're giving it depth.
Yes, exactly.
Nice bushy foliage there coming through.
And then, so in the collection, you have your lilacs. I don't know what these flowers are called, please forgive me. We have your lilacs, you have your poppies, you have irises, you have roses, of course, you have some wildflowers, yeah, absolutely brilliant, beautiful selection.
They're lovely.
So I'm going to add this one, and again, I've teased that a little bit. We're going to put that here. Here we go. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I know we're doing so much more to this, but can we just pause? even by just taking out those elements from the A4, putting it onto the 12 by 12, that to me, you've transformed it. That is if you imagine hanging that on the wall, putting a frame around, that looks amazing already.
It really does, doesn't it?
The colours as well, and your design. Can we give her a mention that, what was the name of your design?
Mayeba.
Mayeba. It's a great name.
I know.
So Mayeba, if you are watching, you've done such a good job with these.
Amazing.
All right, so we will continue.
Yes. So I've got little fairy doors. This is just from my stash. It's actually from one of craft boxes.
Nice.
And I'm going to pop that. Move a little. Sorry, my bossness comes out. Move. Right, so I've put that little fairy door, and now, look, I love my microbeads. We talked about microbeads before. Microbeads are just one of my favourite things in the world.
So anyone who's not worked with microbeads before, how would we use them in mixed media?
Well, that's what I'm going to show you.
Thank you.
One of the ways. Now, I've got to say, they are one set is available individually, the other one's available with the charms. I'm not sure which one that one is. I'll hold in my hand. But the one I'm using the one that with red and blue, so you can probably determine on the website. Now,
I think that's the one that comes with the charm.
Oh, fabulous. I'm going to use the pink, and what I'm going to do, my favourite technique recently, I am going to put some glossy accents, and as you can see, I'm not doing it carefully. I'm just, this is deliberately going in this direction. In case you were wondering, okay? And then a little bit here. So you do need something with fine nozzle and a strong liquid glue.
Why do you like working with glossy accents, out of interest?
Oh, it's an amazing adhesive, and I mainly use it as an adhesive. It's just so strong, and it's actually fairly quick drying. And because it comes in a very handy nozzle, I can use it quickly, and I don't have to take out my palette knife or my brushes like with gel medium. I love gel mediums. I love all types of mixed media. Okay.
As you're going to do in this, do you hear that?
Tell me.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of queues on the phone lines, everybody. We are busy, and I can tell you that the full bundle, we're approaching 60% of the stock.
Can I just say a huge thank you? I'm always so emotional because it's just such a huge, it's a huge deal for us. It's huge.
I know how much you put into this.
When a company is releasing something brand new, we all want it to succeed, and this is like just ginormous, for lack of a better word. Right, okay, I'm taking microbeads, and I have decorated this door with the glossy accents, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to catch as much as I can, although they do really want to go in completely different direction.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow.
We will tidy up, everyone, promise.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering which camera we are on. Overhead? No. Okay, now.
Okay, I'm going to help.
Yeah, please help.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you can't see this. I will show it in just a second. Okay.
And
can this one go in there?
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Oh, makes
amazing!
The dream work. Come on.
Fabulous. Well done. Okay, I have missed a little bit, but I'm not going to fuff with that. So I have made this.
That looks fantastic.
Thank you.
My goodness, I love, and you're so
really
right. Just being a bit haphazard as you're laying it on suddenly makes it look so. It's like I would love to walk through that door. I would love to walk through
a little
that door.
fairy door.
I need to tell you that if you want to go for the micro beads with the charm pack, we are very busy for that option. $14.99. So you are getting the micro beads, you're getting the charm pack, and I have to tell you, stock-wise, 25% of the stock's gone there. 477-899, your item number.
Don't miss out on microbeads. I'm going to be showing you lots of techniques with them. You'll love them. You absolutely love them. Thanks.
Wow.
Right, okay, so flowers. Obviously, flowers, such an essential part of this collection. They do come like this. It's not just a, pack shot, or they do actually come like this for you, beautifully put on there.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got
detail on those flowers.
They are stunning. And you see the stems of them. We do curl them by hand. We always have for the last 3 years of Craft Box. Both in our boxes and our collections. This will forever continue, she says. Never say forever, but hey. And I'm going to take some of they are stuck with rather strong adhesive. So just take some care when you put them. Yeah, exactly. And there, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because we obviously want them to arrive beautifully arranged for you, and not just running around the pack.
Oh, now we've got a nice look at the detail on the petals and the realism that you're getting with those flowers. They're exquisite.
They are lovely, and we got lavender in there as well, which is absolutely beautiful. Let me just pop that here, and then the leaves. So let me just take this off. If you're really gentle, you're not going to damage any of it. No. You can see.
Lovely.
I might have taken some fibres, but just a little bit. Okay. Now let's work on our composition here. So I think this little fairy doll needs some flowers, because all fairies need flowers.
You know it.
And I'm just going to start arranging them.
That's nice.
Okay, I'm going to chop the stem of that leaf. Lovely. Pop that down, kind of tuck that under. Here we go.
Now, if you do want to go for the flowers individually, if you go onto our website, hochanda.com, you'll be able to find a pick and mix option, which allows you to basically cherry pick individual options. Have a look there. It's on our website.
So I'm using glossy accent to adhere all this, and then I'm going to I think I'm gonna go which direction? Oh, I want it here. Oh yes, perfect. Okay, and one more here. Lovely. Okay, and we need to put that lavender somewhere because it just really fits.
Nice. I know when you're getting into the zone, Anna.
Because I just stopped talking.
You're in your crafty zone.
I really just stopped talking. I realised that. Okay, I have die cut the sentiment, and I've got that place I dream about, because I thought that would fit very well. And
you just use a pair of scissors for that, or you actually?
I just use a pair of scissors. Cool. And remember we talked about those beautiful birds. Yeah. So we have those as well.
Where's that gonna go?
It will definitely go somewhere.
Put that just in there.
Might it? Well, we could. Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey.
Or. No. Okay. Fair enough.
There we go.
That is gorgeous. Okay.
If I was a bird, that's where I build mine.
Okay. Pop that here. Stick that down. And where was I? Oh, sentiment. Yeah. So with the sentiment, I'm going to put a little bit glossy accents on both sides. And I'm going to pop that one here and that one here.
Wow.
And I'm going to press it for a moment. Just bear with me. I'm just going to press it for a moment.
The crafty press.
Glossy accents is just going to catch it straight away. Right, look, we are done with this.
Wow. Wow. Come on.
Don't go anywhere below
How
flower.
How can you not love this?
Where'd it go? Was it there? No, it wasn't there.
There?
Maybe it wasn't even there.
Okay. Still, that's beautiful.
Here we go.
Oh, now, I think it will stay. Oh no, it won't. The resin bird. Okay, I get why. Anna wasn't sure.
There's a method in this madness. If I only had my heat, no.
Okay, listen. It gives you an idea of what you can achieve with this fantastic collection. It's only the second time Craftbox have presented you with a collection. It's something they're going to do more of in the future. The next one is already being printed. We can't talk about it, but it will be coming out soon.
So exciting.
I can imagine these collections becoming collector's pieces. So, you know, people gathering and building up their own collections at home.
So, you know, some companies say we only do a certain print around and we're not going to do a new one until we only ever do 500 pieces.
And that's it.
And that's it. Because for us to get more, we would need to get the right price, we would need to have another 500 pieces. So we have printed actually 750 of the other side and it has sold out. But with Flora Memories, we probably going to stick to 500.
Okay.
And then the next one, possibly 1,000, but we will see. But that's all that we're going to do. We're going to do one print run.
So it is technically, it is a limited edition.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling limited stock yet, but I tell you what, it won't be long before I am calling limited stock, because this option is flying. But if you want to be part of an exclusive crowd, getting hold of this fabulous collection, my advice is definitely put it in your basket sooner rather than later. Now, you hear us talk about freedom a lot. Would you like to see, is it Janice telling us all about freedom membership? Here she is.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot. It's the discounts and all the special offers you get. I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there. I'm able to just shop when I'd like. It's just good to have.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website, quoting the item number 888 So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Well, there we go, telling us all about her Freedom membership here at Hochanda. Now, I want to talk to you about the microbeads, because we saw them in the previous demonstration and they're awesome. What Anna's done is worked so hard with Craftbox to bring you these gorgeous microbeads, but look at the colours that you're getting here and the crafty possibilities. Now, come on, you're getting 5 of these fabulous tubs for £10.79 if you're a Freedom member. Fantastic value, and that is your delivered price, or £11.99 if not. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to open up and have a look. Now have a look at this. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, now they are gorgeous. They really are nice. Beautiful colours, wonderful to work with in a multimedia perspective. So if you do love your multimedia, you will love, love, love these. So £10.79 is your Freedom price, or £11.99 if not. 939786 your item number. But if you would like the charms, now these are a Hochanda exclusive. These charms you cannot get anywhere else. What I'll do actually, let me just pick up a few of the charms, because I think you need to see them to really appreciate how good these are. I'm just going to pick up a selection, okay, because there are more in here, but they're gorgeous. They feel good in the hand. They look beautiful. Let's have a look here. Do you know when, I kind of say, when you've got a reassuring weight in your hand, it gives you that luxury. Just holding it here, you can feel it. You can feel the quality. You can see as well how good they are. Now, this one's nice because it's got a little drop on there as well. Isn't that nice? Beautiful, beautiful charms coming through. Now, these are, as I say, a Hochanda exclusive, but we're not stopping at the charms because they come in their own tin, but you're also getting those 2 gorgeous little resin birds as well. So, over 40% of the stock has gone here. Very, very busy for this option. Now, this comes with the microbeads. So you're getting these colorways with the microbeads, the red, the blues, those wonderful, it's kind of like a lilac and a pink coming through there. Gorgeous colors. £14.99, 477899 your item number. complete collection. Now this is very special because Craftbox and Anna, what they did, they launched their first collection from Craftbox. Traditionally, Craftbox is a curated box. So Anna worked so hard to go out and about and source the beautiful crafty goodies in the Craftbox. But what we've done here, say we, not me at all, what Anna and Craftbox have done is, and Craftbox is Anna's company, is they brought you the other side collection. It sold out 3 times. Let me explain. So it sold out, they put some more stock on, that sold out, and then the restock of the restock sold out, just to give you an indication of how busy that collection was. This collection looks like it's going to go the same way. So we're exceptionally busy. Let's have a look at what you're getting. 2/3 of the stock has gone, and we're only 30 minutes into the show. So you are getting, let's start with the stamps, shall we? So you start with, you're getting, by the way, you are getting the charms. We've had a look at those, but you are getting these exclusive charms. You cannot get them anywhere else other than Hochanda. Then these gorgeous stamps. So you've got that beautiful scene from Tuscany and those wonderful images there that play so nicely with the artwork featured with the papers, the exclusively designed papers, which we'll be showcasing in a moment. Then you get these wonderful handmade flowers, all the stems hand curled in the office, and you get all 3 sets of those. Beautiful, elegant. The detailing on the petals is exquisite. And what they do, the flowers, they set off any piece. And you can see that here, just showing you. Oh, that is now the difference, just adding some of the leaves and some of the flowers suddenly transforms a piece. Let me just go through. Now, you can get these individually. These are part of a pick and mix. So having a look at the different, so you've got the past, the present, and the future. So this is the past that we're looking at. So that's your past. And as we go down, we've got the present and then the future. So you can see there, the present is here and the future is here. Just different colours. But beautiful, beautiful flowers. And the whole point, and look, we know how much Anna loves mixed media. And if you love your mixed media, if you want to embellish maybe a box you've got, or a canvas, you've got so much crafty perspective here. You've got stamps that you're going to keep, you're going to treasure. You've got exquisite papers. And I cannot stress enough how good these papers are. So we've got 6x6. These are single-sided. Now, you can get those. They sold out individually. You can get them as a pair, detailed, so you get 2 of them for £13.99. But have a look at the colourways that you're working with here. Have I got that upside down? I have. There we go. Stunning. Everything designed to coordinate, to tie in. The pack of 2, we're approaching half the stock there. Gorgeous. OK, there's your 6x6. Now, you need to appreciate, this is what I was trying to allude to just a moment ago. Anna loves mixed media. So what she's done is giving you all the components. She's worked hard. She went away and actually worked closely with a fantastically talented designer to bring you this collection. These are unique design works that you're going to get to play with. You can't get these anywhere else other than Hochanda right now on Craftbox. So you can see, look at that. So these fussy cut out, and you're building up the depth in there. Look at that, isn't that stunning? I mean, these are seriously good. Actually, I think I've got that upside down. Apologies, it's got mixed up.
Hi, I'm Dawn Bibby. I have been crafting now on television for over 25 years. I love crafting. Paper crafting is one of my greatest loves, although my background is textiles and fashion. I love to bring you the very best products and inspire you with what I do, hopefully that you'll be crafting at home. Joining forces with Craft Buddy has opened up a whole warehouse and a wealth of products that are fantastic. So I use the knowledge that I have to get the very best products for you by working with Craft Buddy to source new products, to design new products, and also walk around their fabulous warehouse putting together kits that are really going to help you with your crafting. Make sure you don't miss myself and the Craft Buddy shows on Hochanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Paula and I'd like to welcome you to the wonderful world of witchcraft. We're situated in this fabulous building called the Corn Exchange right in the centre of Doncaster, and we've been here about 16 years. We're delighted to be working with Hochanda, bringing you lots of fabulous products and demonstrations and hopefully lots of inspiration to help you craft along the way. So join us here soon on Hochanda.
Hochanda have yet again partnered with Creative Events to bring you Hochanda Live, the inspirational craft, hobby and art roadshow. This is a one-day event where Creative have lined up many of your crafting favourites, including Phil Martin, Stamp Addicts, Inkylicious, Be Crafty, Imagination Crafts and many more. There'll also be opportunities for you to get crafty with a fantastic selection of demonstrations and various make and takes. So come along and meet other members of the Hochanda family on Saturday the 23rd of June at Hangar 42, Bruntingthorpe, Leicestershire. Get your ticket here today and we'll see you there.
Hello there and welcome back. It's your final call. It's your last chance for you to get hold of your current one-day special. And of course, we've got all the details up on the screen. And of course, Paul, I was here with you 9 o'clock, left you at 10 o'clock. What's happened since? Fill me in.
It went absolutely mad. We went into extended stock, as you know. And then at 1 o'clock, I mean, it just went into meltdown again.
Oh, really?
It was so crazy. So I came off air, and Barbara then gave me a call because she's in the middle of all the wedding.
She is. She gets married on Sunday.
And she said, you know what? So I'm getting married, so let's celebrate a bit more. And let's add a little bit more to the extended stock. So the people at home, if they're thinking maybe they're just coming in from work, the school run, and they may have missed out, they don't want to disappoint them. So we've added a little bit more to the extended stock.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Thank you to Barbara for doing that.
Thank you. But please don't rest easy on your laurels because we are still rapidly approaching limited stock. So even though we have kind of got that extended extra stock, we are still talking about that you have to be as quick as you can. I have got my fingers, toes, everything in between crossed that we'll have enough to see us through the full hour, but you can safeguard yours by getting in nice and early. And of course, the deal remains the same. It's a fabulous deal. Extended delivery on these, so we're talking about an extra 7 days, but that's not a case of that it's definitely going to be 7 days.
No,
it could be earlier.
Right. Because we don't actually manufacture these in here, they're sitting in the warehouse, and the reason we put products onto an extended delay is because we have a small team that deals with our TV dispatch, because it's all dispatched down in Kent. So we had a massive stock for the one-day special. So they'll be literally running on the treadmill, getting all the orders out. And because we're committed in offering good customer service and everything else to the Hochanda customers, it's all about sort of making sure that we can meet those requirements. So the only reason we put it on delayed extended delivery is so that the team can get out the initial batch, have a quick cup of tea or coffee, and then get back on it
No
again.
more than 10 minutes, guys. We'll be watching that
maybe
clock.
5 after the extra stock we've just added.
Now, of course, the one-day special, everybody's been loving it and taking advantage. Talk around what we've got within here.
Right, so this is our second collection of fresh cut aperture dies.
Okay.
And in this collection, we've got 4 beautiful 3.5 by 4.5 inch deluxe cutting dies. So 2 of them were drawn by Barbara, the Snowdrop and the Tulips, and then the Damask Rose and the Eden Roses were drawn by Jim in the office as well.
Fabulous.
And when you see the process, I mean, I actually saw Barbara with pen and ink, sort of drawing it out, and I thought, wow, and you see that, and when you see that piece of artwork and then it gets turned into a product, it's absolutely amazing.
And of course, so you've got your 4 dies and then you've got your little book of inspiration.
So for me, this is really key to the whole product range. So normally when we bring out an ideas and inspiration book, it's so that when people have got the product, it gives them the ideas and the inspiration, because when we're on air, we can only flick through the samples, and obviously they're only on for a short period of time, because obviously we're here to demonstrate and everything else. So when we launched some of the Groovy collections, right, from Tina and Linda, Barbara had the idea of this ideas and inspiration books, and they normally get launched after the product's actually launched.
Okay.
But we made a conscious effort this time, because we're not known for doing dies, we're known for stamps, stencils and Groovy. A lot of the customers that will be tuning in to expect to see us do that product will be new to die cutting.
It's really good.
So we made it a real conscious effort that when we bring out a collection of dies, that we'll try and include ideas and inspiration book in with that collection.
I do like that idea, and this is included. Now, your saving on your one-day special is £21, as you can see on your screen. You've got the ability to spread the cost over 2 payments as well, so that's something worth bearing in mind. But of course, these are dies that don't cut right the way through.
That's
so they're
right.
very special, not only in the construction of the die, but the way that they cut.
That's right. So if we look at this here, this is the die. So most dies, you would see it would be that shape, and you would expect it then to cut out that panel. What's different about our aperture dies is that it actually leaves the image embedded in the piece of card that you're using. So although it cuts out all the fine detail, what it does, if this is a 5x5, a 10x10, an A4, whatever size card, that will stay within that card.
So the die in its own right has just been used to cut out the front of this 8x8 card.
Yeah, that's right. So all we've done is we've positioned it on there, and it's cut that out and left it in position. Now, if you want to create frames and you actually want to cut it out into a panel, this is where the nested rectangles come into play. So you've got a collection of 9 different dies, and they go from 1 inch up to 1x2 up to 5x6.
Okay.
I need my glasses. And they increase by ½ an inch each time. And one of the particular ones have been designed to specifically work with these dies.
Okay.
So it gives you that really ultra fine frame.
And that's what we saw, and you actually created it. I don't know if it's this actual one, but something very similar.
Yeah, we did that one,
this one?
8 o'clock, I think we did that.
And that's the fine
That
detail.
frame, and
Look
it
at
ties
that.
in with the same thickness of the line of the artwork.
I do love that idea. So you can see why you need those rectangles as well. And as, you may already have rectangles, and if that's the case, that's fine. That's not a problem. But we have got them, and bear in mind they will allow you to do that very fine detail. So you can see this is why you need your one-day special. It's such an amazing range of dies. Of course, you may have got the square version, which were the ones that came a little while ago. But these are the latest addition to that fresh cut range brought to us by Clarity. Just bear in mind you have got a slight delay with your dispatch on these because of the pure popularity of these. And when you see what the design team have been up to, you can understand why. Don't forget, lots of those items that you've just seen, those different projects, are featuring in that little II book, so you can recreate them in the comfort of your own home. Now, if anybody's watching who's followed the kind of the Clarity journey, they'll know you for stamps, they'll know you perhaps for Groovy. This is something new.
It is, and it isn't something that ever really came on the radar with Barbara.
Okay.
Barbara's not really been into sort of die cutting. Barbara thought that obviously you had a die and it would cut out an image, and then you would mat and layer or stick it on, embellish the card and everything else. And it wasn't until she saw Tina Cox. Tina had taken one of our 7x7 stencils, drawn round it and then paper cut it. And Barbara's always loved the effect of the paper cutting, so much so that she incorporated that into her design for her wedding invitation. So when Barbara saw this, she was asking questions, because obviously no knowledge of dies. And so we contacted the manufacturer, and we went to the best manufacturer in the world. And we contacted them, explained what we want to do, sent some images over to see if it was possible. And when we got the prototypes back, it was like Christmas Day.
I bet.
And there was a race to who was going to put it through the machine first. And when we put them through, because if we look at the back of the dies, Hayley, you'll see they've got this beautiful clarity blue coating.
So that's not just aesthetic, it's not to make it look pretty.
No, it's a special coating, which is like a non-stick coating.
Okay.
And it just means, I mean, for people that have been tuning in the last couple of hours, would have seen that every time I cut something out, the paper or card has just fallen out. I think I had one piece that got in there and I just went like that and it came out.
Yeah.
So that's where the concept came from. So when we saw the quality, it was literally like just a hot knife going through butter.
It is fabulous.
And then we launched the first range, which was the 4x4s, and they went absolutely mad, which didn't surprise me at all. So then we started looking at our other designs. So this is the first collection of the 3.5 by 4.5 inch dies. And again, when we're bringing them out, until we're sort of like, we're more known for it, so we're going to bring out the other nested shapes, and there's some fantastic things in the pipeline. It really, really is.
So exciting.
So a lot of the people that will be tuning in, who are Clarity customers, were thinking, well, I know stamps, I know stencils, I know groovy, but I'm not familiar with dies. So I thought what I would do, just for the very first bit, I've done it on every hour, I'll just take it back to basics and just cut out one of the designs and show you.
Lovely.
So I'm going to grab one of our cards.
Wonderful.
So we've got these on the show as well.
We have, and this is a fabulous bundle. I'm having to help Paul there because they are so
stash.
weighty.
Yeah.
And
well, the white ones
these.
are 300 GSM and the black ones are 290. And you get a pack of 80, so you get 8x8, 7x7, 6x6 and 5x5. And you'll get 10 of the black and 10 of the white in each
really good size.
And it's really difficult to get black card blanks.
Yes, that's true actually. And also the quality that we've got here, incredible weight. And I think, did you say 300?
290 for the black,
GSM,
and 300.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, really good weight with those. And of course, you don't have to use them as folded cards. They have got the score lines there, but if you want to chop into these, it does actually mean you've got 160 cards.
Well, all the stuff that I've been prepping with over the past 24 hours. All I've used are these card blanks. I've chopped them up, I've cut them down, matted and layered with them, so it's perfect.
Okay, so we've chosen our card base.
So we've chosen our card. Right, so now we're going to pick a die, any die.
No, let's see if I manage to get a different one this time.
I
think it was the snowdrops and the tulips, roses this time.
Okay, so this is the Eden roses. So all I'm going to do, I'm using the Crafter's Companion Gemini machine.
Okay.
I've got loads of the different machines at home because I'm a crafter and you always need all the machines when they come out. And so when I put them through, it just cut. I'm using the metal shim because when I read the instruction, it said if you're using a detailed die, then use the metal shim.
Okay.
So it works every time for me, so I just carry on using it.
Makes sense. Don't forget, we are in our final hour of your one-day special. We are incredibly busy. Lots of you taking advantage of these. Might be the case you've been looking at them over the last kind of day and thinking, I'm not sure, I'm not a die cutter. I haven't even got a die cutting machine yet. Well, still go for your one-day special because, of course, £21 is a lot of money to save, and the price is going to go up to over £70 at the top of the hour. Now, if you are looking for a die cutting machine and you are thinking about something like the Gemini, we have got a monthly mega deal for you. This is a brilliant deal where you can get hold of the Gemini, you can get hold of all the plates, all the sandwiches that Paul's putting together, a comprehensive bundle. You've even got additional dies to work with these. You've got a copy of the Crafter's Inspiration magazine, I think it's issue number 18, and you've got some wonderful elements in there for you to play around with, some gorgeous cardstock too as well. So it's definitely worth going for this, and you can spread that cost over 3 payments. 3 payments is £60 each, but that is our monthly mega deal. We've only got that for the month of June, and if we do sell out of that prior to the end of June, then sadly we'll have to draw to a close early. A little bit like our one-day special.
I know. Right, so this is where the magic happens, really. So I'm going to take off my groovy tabs and just put those on the machine. Okay. Stick that on there so I don't lose them.
And look at
and
that.
when I turn it over,
not a bean in there.
There's not one piece in there.
Wow.
I mean, I've worked with many dies over the years because I've got hundreds of them in my craft room. And sometimes if you'd get the card stuck in there, and so you'd go on the internet, people say, oh, wipe it with a tumble dry sheet, or you can use greaseproof paper to make it release more easily.
But the quickest and easiest way is to just literally do what Paul's going to do, pick it up and put it back on your magnetic sheet.
Exactly.
That's the clean-up, putting it back.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes it would take like 10-15 minutes just to empty your die out.
That's true.
So I'm using the tool-in-one, but I don't need to. I mean, you'll see, if I just give that a little wiggle, see?
They're just popping away.
They're just all popping away. Now, again, I've used the all-in-one for many years, so when I introduced it to Barbara, I was saying like, oh, this is a really good gadget, it helps to sort of, it's really quick and for getting the bits out. And because Barbara was new to die cutting, she didn't know what the rules were and stuff like that. And she said, well, what I find is that when I'm actually using it, if I put too much pressure on, the actual line art buckles slightly.
Okay.
Which makes sense because you're using it on the flat of your hand, so you're then putting the pressure on. It's not flat. I mean, you can put it on like a mat and stuff like that. So, but then what she found, oh, I don't like this, and sort of, not at all, but sort of it buckling the image. So she thought, what happens if I just put it back through the mangle, as she calls it?
Mangle, the Gemini.
Barbara calls her die cut machine a mangle. So she just put it between two pieces of paper, ran it back through the die cutting machine, and then it sort of flattened it out.
Brilliant. So, very useful machines.
So there we go. So we're just going to pop out all those bits there.
Beautiful.
I think I've got all of it.
Oh, tiny one there. Being
Tiny
very
one.
picky.
There we go.
Got it.
Look, all totally clean. There it is.
Gorgeous.
Okay. So what's great about this is now, I mean, it's hard for you to see on the black and black. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab our designer paper pads.
Let's just pop that under there just to show you that design to start with. There we go.
There we go. For me, that black on white.
I just love that in its own right, yeah.
That's why I did that little collection of pictures with the mount frames. So when you start to assemble your cards, if you've got any of our sort of like designer papers, so this is the Northern Lights, and for me, you can take your design and you can place it over.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
look, when you move it around...
Oh, that changes the total feel of it.
It does, doesn't it? So it depends where you move it. So it goes like really, really warm. Yeah. So you, on the papers, you've got the more sort of concentrated design on one side, and then because they're double-sided, you then get a sort of more muted.
Blended,
so yeah, so it's sort of like you'd get with like an ombre with the brushes and stuff like that. But just by moving it around, see, it's gone to a nice cool colour, and then you bring it back down, and it's a lot warmer.
Very much so. Details on the screen for your Northern Lights collection. Of course, you've got 48 sheets in there, but we have got lots of others. So things like your Indian Summer. We've also got Shenandoah,
Rainbow River. So if I just jump Indian Summer, is one of my favourites.
Lots and lots in there.
So look, wait, see how dramatic.
Oh, that looks very deep and moody, doesn't it?
Yeah. So again, some of these papers in here are perfect for men's cards as well because it gives you the top.
I'm thinking girly one with that one, maybe more male themed with the previous one, but the design works for both.
Yeah, this is one of my favourite papers,
nice,
this one. But look how warm.
Those nice happy colours, aren't they? Nice and bright.
And then you can sort of bring it down. So we've got the papers, we've got the parchment, and then we've got the card toppers, the thing as well.
The bottom of the screen, you have got your card toppers. They are slightly smaller in size, but you are getting repeats.
Yeah, should we have a quick look at those?
Because I didn't even know they existed before
these are
our launch show.
So we've got 4 in the collection, and this was the size of the original artwork that Barbara created the papers from. So it's a 5x7, which was the UPO paper. And then Barbara used alcohol inks and blending solution to create them. So we've got Rainbow River, we've got Indian Summer, Northern Lights, and then Shenandoah. So you're getting 48 sheets of card, it's 250 GSM, and you're going to get 4 of each of the 12 different designs. So it coordinates both with the paper and the parchment. So it's a great way for you to sort of combine all your crafting.
And needless to say, if you want to get hold of any of those, they're all on the same item number. So if you do go for multiples of those, no additional post and packing. And of course, we have got the parchment available for you on the website, as well as the papers too.
So there we go. So you can see that the colours are just so vibrant. And these are perfect if you want to do a quick die-cut card. You can just cut out the design in this and put it onto a card. Really, really is nice and stunning. So we've got those. So it was just to show really just basically how you can just cut out that design, how it works within the card blank, and to create a simple and effective card.
I do like that idea. So yeah, there you go. Those are your dies from your one-day special. Every single one of those dies will perform in exactly the same way as we've seen there. And of course, you've got a choice of 4 when you're actually getting your one-day special. All those dies are in there. Pick out whichever 4 you want to go for, with regard to whichever one of those 4, should I say, when you want to make your card, and then away you go. Or of course, you can pop them into those mounts which we saw with the artwork earlier on. If you want your one-day special, though, you need to be quick. We're 15 minutes into our final call hour, so that means that you've got about 42 minutes to take advantage of those. We're going to get ready for our next demonstration and let Paul get himself ready while I read those details to you again. 438407. This is your Clarity Fresh Cut Art Nouveau Aperture Die Collection. So with these, you have got all 4 of those fabulous dies coming, and of course that book of inspiration, that II book, with designs put together by the design team Dee, Sheila, Wendy and Martine, and they are absolutely beautiful dies. Thank you, ladies, for your input with that book, because it really is inspirational. Now, of course, you've got your damask rose, you've got your tulips there as well, as you can see. But don't forget, these aren't available individually. They're sold out during the launch hour on their own. Eden roses, and then, of course, your snowdrops there. And, of course, the snowdrops and the tulips were drawn by Barbara herself. So, yeah, definitely worth getting hold of. Now, don't forget, if you're adding anything into your basket and your basket total is exceeding £60, so you could be adding in those card bases, or maybe you're adding in something else to take it over that £60 threshold, you can turn it into a flexi order, which then means that you can spread the cost of everything over 2 payments. So yeah, add your one-day special in, perhaps add in those papers, maybe add in your parchments, or maybe add in those rectangles so as you can create your mats and layers to work with those. Whatever you want to add in, though, when it comes to £60, turn it into a flexi order. Couldn't be simpler. And then, of course, you can start creating with these the moment they arrive. Just accommodate for those, that kind of extra dispatch, because they've been purely so popular. We're saying to allow an extra 7 days, but I don't think they'll take that long to come.
No. So
what are we up to next?
So I thought this is what we was going to do. So I'll bring this up so we can have a look at more. I'll let you hold that, Hayley.
Certainly.
So really, when this one was planned in the prep, I didn't expect, 1, that we would have sold out of the stamps so quickly, and 2, we wouldn't have sold out of the stencils either so quickly, because obviously the main focus was on the one-day special.
Indeed,
and we put the stamps and the stencils on there as just additionals because they just tied in perfectly. They were the same style. So what you'll see in the background here is I've actually embossed the stencil.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think I did that in the 8 o'clock show last night.
With the roses, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, no, was it the roses? No, it wasn't, because the roses you were using your ink strip.
8 o'clock last night was a long time ago.
Yes,
but if you go on to Rewind, you'll see, I mean, Barbara's been doing it for years. How you take a stencil and you can run it through. That's what Barbara used her mangle for. She didn't use it for die cutting. It was all about the embossing of the stencil. So because we've sold out, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to talk through the process. So what I did was I put the stencil onto one of the card blanks and then I ran it through the machine. Okay. And what that does, if I turn it over from the back, you can see how it's embossed it. Okay. So it gives it that really nice relief with the stencil. And this is going through 300 GSM cards as well. So again, it's all part of the machine and the quality of the stencils. And then what I did, once it was on there, I kept that in place. And then I took a stencil, line it back up the right way, that makes sense. And then just using a selection of some of the artistry inks, I used golden turmeric, what other colour, dry weed and fine wine, just to blend some colour in. Okay, so that when you lift that off, you get that beautiful white liner. And my inspiration was taken from a card that Dee did when I was flicking through the iBook. I thought I really like those colourways. So that's going to give me my panel for the background.
Lovely.
But if I bring the card in, you'll see that the card's actually wider.
Oh, yes.
So it's just a secret, you just chop it in half and cover it over the top.
Good tip.
Right, so now we're going to cut out our panel.
Lovely.
So we're going to go to our plate. Now this time I'm actually going to use, because I want to create the panel, I'm actually going to cut out with the die and the nested squares.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go with that one there.
Lovely.
And then because you've got a selection of different sizes, you can decide how big a panel you want.
Wonderful.
So I reckon that was the one that I used. Yep, there we go. And because I'm using magnetic sheet, it's holding them in place. I mean, if I want, I could offset it slightly.
Shall we just pop a little piece of card behind?
Yeah, that's right. Let's put a white bit of paper.
Oh,
It doesn't.
thank you.
There's the white paper.
Because,
I forgot about
I think
that from earlier.
We get about potting it in, but this was quite effective, moving it around within that rectangle.
So if I take a larger rectangle, just to show that, for example. So if you want a nice equal frame, you can sort of see how to... But sometimes what you may want to do is bring it in so it's just in the corner, and then it gives you a larger area to work on. You could stamp a pattern on, or, I mean, you could go in the bottom corner. So it's all about sort of just moving it around. And because I've got magnetic sheet on there, it's going to hold it in place for me.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Paul.
So I'm going to position that just on there exactly where I want it. Okay. Now I'm going to take a piece of white card. So I've chopped up one of the card blanks, and I'm going to just tape that down using my Groovy tab.
Don't forget, if you do need Groovy tabs and you haven't got them already, they're part of the Groovy accessory bundle that we've got. It'll be on the website. You've got your tabs in there, you've got parchment in there, you've got your Groovy guard as well, and you may already have them, but just in case you need them, they'll be on the website.
Okay, so we'll just run that through the machine. So this is going to give us a nice panel to work from.
Wonderful.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to take a piece of the designer cardstock.
Okay.
And this comes out. So I love this bit, the reveal, when you take it off.
Yes.
So that frame is going to fall away straight away. And take off our tab. Keep that, because that's a frame that you can use.
On there,
you can put an image behind there. You can use it for matting and layering. And then if I bring in my confetti box again...
It's growing by the show.
I know. So, but when I lift that off, look.
Look at that. See, I love that. If it is the case that you are able to catch it and keep it within the card, I mean, that's a very effective
look, there's just that one piece in there, but if I turn it over, that's it.
And in one of the designs within the actual II book, I'm just desperately trying to find it. I don't know
that brown one that Dee did.
That's it. I don't know where it is. We'll find it in a little moment. But you can actually paper piece and put those pieces back in if you wanted to.
You could do, yeah. I mean, if you're not collecting this for confetti for a wedding, you'd have an empty box and you could push out all the pieces and. But when I was talking with that to Leonie at 1 o'clock, and we was looking at the tulips design. So you could do that, but you could just take the pieces and just colour in the flowers. Paper. You don't have to paper piece the whole thing. But look, it's just absolutely just falls out. So just for a little bit of speed, I'm just going to use the tool.
And I found that card. I found the card that I was talking about, and this is beautiful. Dee has put this one together. What a clever idea. And this one is actually featured within the II book, so you could recreate this if you wanted to. Love the way she's used kind of wood-themed papers in this. So it does actually look as if it's a little bit of marquetry going on here. Lovely with the lace on there, so it just shows you how you can build up that design. And you could quite easily, if you wanted to, just pop that into a frame, and that would be something that I'm sure if you've got a craft store, people would buy just literally that picture in its own right.
It's nice because the designs are sort of like classic designs. They work perfectly for cards and they work perfectly for men and women, but also for gifts. I mean, I did that collection of pictures, but when you look at that lantern to your left,
this is amazing.
That Sheila created, when that box came in, it uses all 4 of them, and it's using the designer parchment in there as well.
Just different one on each of the sides.
But look how fantastic that looks. I mean, that is just a piece of art and it's a present. You wouldn't sort of get that as a present and then put it to one side,
oh my goodness, no, this is going to be in your hallway that everybody sees the minute they come through your door. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to turn that round and I'm going to put the snowdrops there because I like the snowdrops.
The snowdrop's one of my favourite ones. Okay, so we've got our panel now, so that's all ready. So now I'm going to take the nested squares again, and I'm going to cut out a larger panel. So let's have a look. I think I went with that one.
Lovely. We've got the rectangles at the bottom of your screen, so if you do want to get hold of those, pop them into your basket. Quite easy. Paul, why are you popping that through? We've had an email come through from Donna, so I'm going to share that with you if that's okay. Good afternoon, Donna. It's good to have your company. Thank you for a day of amazing demos using Clarity's new amazing dies. been
Thank
tremendous,
you.
actually. It's been a pleasure having
Thank
you here
you
for 24
very much.
hours. Love all things clarity, and these dies are a must-have. And I knew that as soon as I saw them. And that's
Thank
nice.
you, Donna.
And you're in very good company, Donna, because lots of people are taking advantage
A
of these.
hell of a lot.
I can't wait to see what everybody gets up to
I
with
know.
these. And they
I
get
mean,
them
we've got
home.
we've got Clarity Worldwide on Facebook.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
We've also got Groovy Worldwide on Facebook, and there's a nice crossover of the different sort of people in each of the groups. And people are sort of always showing what they've done. I remember when we launched the first set of aperture dies, and people started to receive them. And then they were sort of, some people were sort of like taking their inspiration from the II books.
Yes.
And some people were coming up with their own ideas. So it's fantastic when you start to see it on social media.
Yeah.
What people have done.
And if you are a novice die cutter, then don't worry, you're going to be in very good company. The team are regularly here, of course, and if you have any questions, you know where you can find them. They're on Facebook too as well.
Okay, so there we've got a lovely panel now.
Beautiful.
And it's perfect sizing because the dies have been coordinated to work, the nested squares. It just works really, really well. Fabulous. Okay, so we'll pop that to one side.
Okay.
And what I want to do now is just grab my glass cutting mat. And what I'm going to do is just trim this panel down.
Okay.
So to do that, I'm going to use my perga ruler, which has got, I'll just grab my knife.
And this is really clever because we often see this in the groovy shows because obviously Pergamano, part of Clarity, or Clarity owned Pergamano, and this is a really useful tool to have for any crafter.
Again, this was one of Barbara's ideas. When we started working with parchment, obviously you want to cut it down and sort of you can use paper trimmers and stuff like that. But Barbara is sort of like old school and she prefers a ruler and a craft knife when doing that. And I was doing a show, I think it was with Charlie, and I had it on the parchment, and as I was bringing the knife towards me, the ruler just slipped.
Because you put your weight on
You're
the
putting
ruler
the weight
naturally,
on it,
don't
so,
you?
and because you're putting the pressure on and you're bringing the knife in, and what happened was it slipped, and apparently Barbara was screaming at the TV, don't do it, don't do it, and I did it, and I cut straight through. So she looked at sourcing a product that we could then put on the back of it. So this is called Groovy Grip, and it comes with the ruler. You get 2 A4 sheets, but as soon as you put that on there and you apply the pressure,
it's just got enough grip for you to...
It doesn't move.
Oh, look at that.
See, it's not moving on the card.
Clever.
It's just like magic. And because of the ruler's also got all these squares on it, it means I can do perfect matting and layering as well for odd shapes. So all I'm going to do, I like cutting onto a glass mat because I get a nice clean cut.
Wonderful.
So I can just, again, I can use the right angle on those squares.
And don't forget, any of the things that Paul is working with, you will find on the website, but if you do want to narrow down your search, at the top of our screen, you'll see that there's a B button that says brands. And on there, click on there, you'll be able to find, there's a lovely picture of Barbara representing Clarity. Click on that and you'll be able to find all the different elements that Clarity bring to us. So, yeah, so it could be things to do with your stamps, it could be things to do, all sorts of different ones. There we are, Clarity stamps there, click on there, and you can see here we've got all sorts, a little bit of an introduction to the company, and all sorts of different elements in there that you might want to add into your basket at different stages. Worth having a little nosy through there sometimes, and there you go, you can see some of my books there too.
Right, okay, so I've now trimmed that panel down, and then all I want to do now is just chop that in half. So just for speed, it's quicker if I just get the paper trimmer. I should have done it when I had the knife there.
That's fine.
So I'm just going to cut that in half. Okay, so I've now got 2 pieces.
This is a clever tip as well.
I've seen it done before, and when I was looking at the card that Dee did, I was only looking at it in the book, and I was trying to work out how she did it, just looking at the picture. And I thought, how's it done? So this was my take on it. And when I actually looked at it, Dee's is completely different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's completely different.
Okay,
so what I'll do, I'm going to get a piece, I need a piece of the Shenandoah paper now, because we've used the card. Okay. So let's flick through and find the piece that I need. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the same one.
Lovely.
So I'll take that out of there. And then I've got my card blank here. So I just want to trim it down slightly. So what I tend to do is, if I just take my pen, I tend to do this by eye and just, I mean, I could be exact and just measure it.
Wonderful.
So why I chopped it, I don't know if you can find that card, Hayley.
Which one is it you want me to look for?
It's exactly the same colourways that Dee did, and it's a smallish card.
and you'll probably find it by the time I finish this. I should have got it nearer to the top of the pile. Yeah, that's it.
That's the one?
That was where I took my inspiration from. And because I was only working with the images, I didn't have the book in front of me. And I thought, oh, I like that effect of using the stencil in the background. So I thought what Dear done had done what I had done. But when I then opened the samples and looked at it, it's not, because Dee's actually cut an aperture away and just used part of the stencil down the side and then inlaid the inside of it as well.
Yes.
So it just shows you can look at something and think, oh, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
But when you then see the card, so that's for me why the book is great, that you're getting in the one-day special.
I love that as well. That sparkle in there, doesn't that
It's lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful.
We did some sparkle in the 1 o'clock show of Leonie.
Oh,
We did two sparkly cards.
Oh, fabulous.
So all I'm going to do now is just mat and layer the paper onto my card blank.
And don't forget, if you do want anything like the adhesive runners, they're on the website too as well. I think I don't know if Fiona's back now. She was here earlier on today and we had them as a happy hour deal. So hopefully you were watching and managed to get hold of those. If not, I think they're $12.99 and you've got 4 of them. And
they were a special offer price, I think, weren't they?
They were down to $9.99. That's why you have to watch those live shows, because those happy hour deals are just for that hour.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, again, this is where the ruler comes in handy, because what I want to do, I'm going to line that up with the bottom of the card. I'm going to take my pieces of images that I've chopped up, and I can use this now as a guide to make sure I get it straight, rather than try and sort of guess where it goes.
Just while you're popping those in place, the rectangles that work alongside your one-day special, those nested ones, the set of 9, they are now limited stock. So if you're wanting to get hold of these, we've got about half an hour left of this show. Fingers crossed we've got enough stock to see us right the way through. We had large quantities of these. So if you wanted to get hold of these, £9.99. Freedom members, you've got a discounted price. And don't forget, you can use them portrait and landscape. 229 at 474. And of course, they do work beautifully alongside those dies, because of course the sizing is perfectly measured to work with the dies, and of course the apertures or the frames that you can create can be of a variety of different sizes. So definitely do get that into your basket. And of course the II book that comes with your dies, with your one-day special, will refer to those rectangles as well. And of course, not only have you got your dies with regards to your dies, you have got that II book included as well. All that inspiration, 30 projects in there, 30 projects to get you started, but we are rapidly approaching limited stock. Very, very close to limited stock now. Oh, next couple of minutes.
We've got that, and we've got 25 minutes left.
We've got 25 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah, get yours now.
So then I've just matted and layered that onto there, and then I can decide exactly, I could go lower, I could go higher. On my finished one, I just went a little bit higher, and then I can put that on there. And then all I did for my finished one, I'm not going to tease anyone because the stamps have gone. I then just used the sentiments.
Let's just turn those around to show, because of course we did, if you were watching it, I think they went last night, I think, didn't they?
I think they went in the 8 o'clock show, yeah.
So the stamps that we're looking at for the sentiments here, you can't get hold of those anymore, unfortunately. Of course you will have some of your own, I'm sure, that we'll be able to use, but yeah.
So you can see, even, I mean, I've used the same backing paper, but because I cut it down slightly differently, you can see you've got different sort of colourways and gradients. So my inspiration for this card was taken from one that Dee did, and it looks completely different.
I like that.
But yeah, exactly. I really loved what Dee did.
Throw in the mix of using different colours, choosing different papers from the paper pad, and then multiple designs. Cards.
So even if you've got one of the designer cards or one of the designer papers, I mean that's 48. If you just go with the card toppers, that's 48 different cards, and it just.
Brilliant.
Nice and simple.
Brilliant. Paul, I'm going to let you get ready for your next demonstration. I need to give you guys an update because we've been so busy, and it's a perfect opportunity for you to get hold of your one-day special. Website's a place to go because we've been busy on those phone lines again, and not only will you find your one-day special, you'll also find those rectangle dies as well. Now, while I step away from Paul, please take advantage of the opportunity to place your order. We'll go back and have another look at a demonstration in a few moments, but I won't be offended in the slightest if you're not listening to a word I'm saying. I would rather you make sure you get your one-day special in your basket and get your basket chatted out, checked out. Yeah, we can have our chat later on. It is now officially limited in stock, though. You can see it's gone green now. fingers crossed we'll have enough to last our way through. I'll keep you updated with regards to that, but what I can say is if you place your order now, you will get it. You'll be one of those people to get hold of it with that direct dispatch and delayed dispatch. Oh my goodness, we are phenomenally busy again now. We always get this at the end of the one-day special. Lots of you making your decisions, lots of kind of making your final kind of thoughts with regards to this, because as Paul said, it might be a brand new area for you. It might be that you don't even have a die cutting machine yet, but that's okay. Get the dies while you have the opportunity. Take advantage of that £21 saving and then shop around and find the die machine for you, because don't forget, these are beautiful dies that are going to work on pretty much all of those die cutting machines out there. We've been working with the Gemini today. We've got a monthly mega deal with that. You could get hold of that, and that is running for the whole month, so you could get that later stage. Get this now. This is the main thing, because at 6 o'clock, if we've got any stock left, it's going to go up to over £70, and that's quite a considered purchase when we get to that. But of course, these are continuing that journey, that fresh cut journey that Clarity have brought to us. We started off by having 4x4 squares, which were the last time that we saw these in a one-day special, and they were phenomenally busy. They sold out in lightning time. Records were broken during those shows, and similarly with these, you have embraced them with open arms. You've got your 4 dies. Your 4 dies are going to cut into your cardstock. They're not going to fall away in your traditional way that you might have your toppers cutting with your dies, because you don't have an outside cutting edge with these, but that gives you the ability to create a whole host of different designs. Now, of course, if you add in those rectangles, or you have rectangles of your own, then you can detach them from that main card, turn them into a topper, do your matting and layering, and then away you go. The world is your oyster with regards to these. And you've got your inspiration book, your II book is going to give you ideas to get started. You've got 30 projects in there, all put together by Dee, Sheila, Wendy and Martine, the design team behind Fresh Cuts. And you can see there, as a team there, they are the authors of this fabulous little II book. And this is brilliant. I love these books. We've seen them with when Tina's been here. We saw them with the last collection. And it's just that kind of little gentle nudge to give you the opportunity to create gorgeous cards that you will have seen on the shows, but we haven't had the luxury of time to show you how to put them together. You are going to get this. This is worth £10.99 in its own right. You can see it at the bottom of the screen there. But the dies that we're talking about, the only way you can get hold of them now is via your one-day special. They are incredible dies. Dies that you're going to be using over and over again, as we saw at the top of the hour. Cut them direct into your card, just like so. But then, of course, then you have the ability to actually detach them from your card. Use them with a frame, as you can see here, this gorgeous wedding day card there. Isn't that beautiful? But then you've got the ability to put those pieces back in if you're wanting to. Again, this is in that fabulous book, the II book. Do double apertures with some of these as well. This one here, you've got 2 pieces here, but do look back at the 9 o'clock show this morning and you will have seen how Paul used these as a double aperture. Very clever. And here, look at this. This is featuring in that book as well. Fabulous notebook, and I love this idea. You've got your little kind of ties on the side. Even the little bezel set embellishments there as your ties have got elements from the one-day special there. And then when in here, if I can find my little markers, you've got your blank pages ready for your notes, but then every so often you have got those pages where you've got the designs there to show you those wonderful elements. Where's my spacer? Oh, it's gone. I think it's fallen off. Hold on, we've got one there. Oh, this worked so well in the practice. Look at that. And you've got all 4 of those designs featuring right the way through this book. I love that idea. You could be making that and selling that. You could do. With these dies, the designs are absolutely incredible, but you've got 19 minutes to do so. 19 minutes, the price is going to go up. That's if we've got any stock left. And when we're looking at the quantity that we've got, well, the limited stock that we've got on the screen, then we're looking at the time. I think you could miss out on these if you don't get them sooner rather than later. Get your order in, please do so, and then join me when I meet up with Paul in a few moments for our next demonstration. But if you can stretch to the rectangles as well, get those in your basket. What will happen is they will add into your basket and they will turn your basket into a £60 order. Now, the beauty of that is once it's a £60 order, you can turn it into a flexi order, which means you can spread the cost over 2 payments. So not only your one-day special, but anything else you add in. So that means that if you're getting hold of these and you're not a Freedom member, then you're looking at £10, £10 this month, £10 next month, because Freedom members, you've got a discounted price on these as well, so it is bringing that down a little bit further. And that's exactly how it happens with anything, whether it's the cards, whether it's the rectangles, whether it's any of those paper pads. And indeed, if it is, because you can get these frames on the website, can't we?
You get a pack and you're getting 8 of the A5 frame mounts. You're going to get 2 black, 2 white, 2 cream and 2 taupe. So it's a nice thing. So I use 2 packs, so I could do 4.
I love this because this is literally. Could you imagine these being on your wall, all 4 of these together?
What's great about this? Yeah, it's as Barbara says, it's a B&B down in Wales, also known as Linda Williams' house. But the elegance of this, for me, when we knew I was going to be launching the Art Nouveau, I just had to do black and white because for me it's just those classic designs. And for me, so you do a card and then this is a present.
Yes.
So you've got 4 of these with a card to coordinate with it. But even if you're selling the products, which you can do, anything you make from the dyes and everything, you can sell and make money for. So you can do the card, but can you imagine selling these at a craft fair or something like that?
Oh my goodness, just literally cutting them out and mounting them.
And a complete collection.
Yeah.
And I did it in the 8 o'clock show and I added Addy?
Who's that?
Added happy birthday to the bottom, so it's more personalised.
Yes.
But for me, that is a fantastic gift or to sell.
Now, if you want the mount boards, we've got the details on the screen, but let's pause and have a look at this image here because this illustrates why you need those rectangles. You might have rectangles in your stash, but until you get these dies home, you don't know what the distance is going to be between that die and that rectangle that you've got. With these rectangles that we've got at the bottom of your screen, they are specially engineered to ensure that that cut around there is exactly the same as the cut that you've got between those petals with your snowdrop, between the cuts that you've got with those fabulous roses, with the tulips as well. So that means that you're getting that truly professional look with these and without any kind of imbalance of the design.
That's right, yeah. I mean, it's all about... I think what I'll do, I'll show you, because when I did the demo where I did that, I'm just going to change it slightly. Where I did the demo on that, it was hard to see the black with the black cards and the blue dies and the black mat. So what I'll do, I'm sure I've got one,
Oh, this is what you call on the hoof demonstrator.
Let's see, I'm sure.
Get your mounts in your basket, that's the key thing. We've got less than 15 minutes to take advantage, well, actually with the show, should I say. 16 minutes to take advantage of your one-day special.
So I'm going to go with this one.
OK, let's just bring that in just so we can see.
So we can see that. So this is the one that we cut out earlier. So now what I want to do is cut out that really fine frame. OK. So if I bring my plates into play, I'm going to use the magnetic sheet and I'm going to take that white piece of paper again just so that it's easier. Let's take one that's not embossed.
You'd be using that one, wouldn't you? The embossed one for another project.
So I'm going to put that on there.
OK.
And then I'm going to go to my dies. And I'm sure it is. It's not that one. Where's it gone?
You've got 9 to choose from.
I know. There we go, it's that one there. So what I'm going to do is actually put that on the magnetic sheet so it's holding it in place. I'm going to need to do it that way because the card is bigger. That way. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, and I don't know if the camera can come in really, really close.
I'm sure, and Chris will try his best.
I'm going to try and hold it just there.
OK, and what are we looking at
for? See, you can just about see the blue dye. There we go, you can just see the blue dye. So what you do is you line it up so that you can just about see an equal amount of blue all the way around the outside. I'm just going to bring my head in over. My head's fine at the top. Just to get that lined up. And then I'm going to take my tabs and position that.
OK, now those rectangles that Paul's working with, they have now sold out, so thank you to everybody that took advantage of those. I'm going to give you the details again, just so you can jot them down. If any pop back in, I will let you know, because of course sometimes people don't check out their baskets, but if you do want to take advantage of them, do please. There you go, I've got the last
We've got 2.
They can go to the highest bidder. No, if you want to get a hold of yours, the details are on the screen. Please, please, please keep note of the item number. I'm sure we will see them again, because of course there's going to be more fresh cuts. We know that, and it might come back with the same item number. And again, if any do pop back into our stock, I will let you know. One-day special is still available, extremely limited stock. Yeah, if you're wanting to get a hold of it, you've got 14 minutes to do so. Whether it'll last to the end of the hour, our live hour, should I say, I don't know. But obviously, if it doesn't, I will let you know as soon as that situation arises. And look at that.
See, that is what the nested rectangles are all about.
Yeah, that's why you needed them,
because they've been designed to specifically give you that fine detail frame around the outside edge.
And they go perfection.
And then obviously you've got more.
It now.
They're gone.
Because they've gone.
They're gone.
They've gone. But thank you to everyone that took advantage of them. You're going to love them when they arrive. What sort of time have we got left? 10 minutes.
Right, perfect. OK. What I thought I'd show you is a technique. One of the great things I love about these dies is that you don't need to be an expert die cutter.
OK.
Because of the way in which they work, the work's been done for you.
Right.
So as you can see, when we've done the demos during the course of 24 hours, you can just cut them out, put a piece of paper behind it, job's done.
Yeah.
It really is. There is no skill. All you need is a die cutting machine. Depends on the card size you're using. As long as it can take that, then job's done, really.
Okay.
So on this one, I don't know if we're, maybe I'll hold it up to the side, it might be easier. What I've done is I've created like a drop shadow.
Oh, I can see,
Can you
just
see?
about there. You can just see the
There we
black
go.
coming through
yeah,
there,
so we've got that sort of drop shadow.
Nice.
So it's a really nice, simple technique. And for me, this cool blue
Yes,
is a really, really nice colour.
Beautiful.
And then, so what I've done on the inside, I've just lined it with the paper. And then you can see on the back, you can actually see where it's dropped even more. I mean, Barbara did it. She did it for a magazine article. And I thought, you know what? For someone that hasn't got any die cutting experience, but because she's arty and crafty and everything else, there's no rules to break.
She looks at
so
it,
looked at it completely
and
differently.
I love this because that's a confidence builder. Because you look at that and you look, what an incredible card. And like you say, minimal knowledge or experience or confidence, but you're getting a wonderful result from it, and that's the key thing.
See, and that's what we also found with the Groovy system. And look where the Groovy system is now. It's 3 years old this month.
I can't believe that.
It's just totally crazy.
I mean, it feels as if it's been around forever because it's such a brilliant system. And then again, it just seems like 5 minutes since you got started with it.
So here we go, Hayley. Last one we're going to do. So
can we go for the snowdrops? I do like the snowdrops.
Yeah, the snowdrops. It'll look lovely on the snowdrops. So all I'm going to do, I can decide whether I want to put it centre, off centre. Maybe let's go just off to that corner there slightly. And then we'll just tape that down.
Wonderful. So this first one is cutting direct into your
This
card.
is cutting into the card.
Okay.
And then what we'll do, we'll run it through again on the actual designer card as well to cut that out.
Now, of course, Paulie's working with a Gemini, which we have got on a monthly mega deal. I'm going to be coming up after the break with Jodie, and Jodie has got the Tonic Tangerine. So we've got a variety of different die cutting machines. You can actually work with these, and it is an A4 die cutting machine as well. So if you do get hold of your dies during this hour, by all means, stay tuned to the next hour, and you'll be able to see the Tangerine in action during Jodie's shows too.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off of there. But look, empty.
Look at that, nothing's caught up in it.
Absolutely empty. So what I'll do, Hayley, if you want to fill up the confetti box,
I will do that for you with pleasure.
and then I can cut out the next one.
Not a problem at
all. So I'll bring that over there
Thank
for
you very much.
I'll hand that over. I mean, you can
Wonderful.
just
Yeah,
flip
I
it,
probably
really.
will go down that route. You literally just give it a little tease and they kind of pop out.
And then I'm going to take a piece of the designer paper.
Which
now,
paper pad's this one
This
from?
is from, it's written down on the notes,
Oh, I'm
Ross.
sorry,
I
I've
forgot
put you
which
on the
one it
spot,
was.
haven't
remember.
I?
I think it is, I should know them. I think this is Rainbow River, I think.
Okay.
It's
to be honest,
it'll be
they're
on
all
the
gorgeous.
handwritten notes. Right.
Shenandoah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it had to be one of 4.
That's it. we just work our way through all of them.
Exactly. You need all 4 of them anyway. The thing is, you go to the pad and you think, oh, I like that one, I like this one. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my frame around it at the same time. And then I'm just going to position that over the top.
Wonderful.
So this is where the magnetic sheet comes into play again. Pop that on top. Make my sandwich. I think I'll be stopping for some food on the way home tonight.
You might be. You've been a busy, busy boy over the last 24 hours. I have to say, it's been lovely, because quite often you and Barbara work as a crafty tag team, but it has been nice having you all to ourselves.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it. And you know what? It's when there's a product you know is going to be so popular, it really does make the job easier. So...
Oh, 9 minutes left to get your one-day special. I think I've got all of those there.
Super limited.
Super limited. That's like limited with a capital letter and double underlined. It's as limited as we can get without it being sold out, probably.
Okay,
I think that's pretty much where we've got to.
Come on, Hayley, look, you can go a little
There you go.
bit
Do you want me to do
faster than that. Look, come on.
I know you've been here 24 hours, but come on now. I was just taking pride in my work.
Exactly, you were taking the time. Yeah.
I love it because all these little pieces that you could keep. Obviously, we're popping them into Barbara and Dave's confetti box here, but if you kind of put them in, I'm wafting this around. That's all right. It's all right. It's the brush end. Okay, but you could keep all those pieces and, of course, make up your own pictures with those little elements in there because they're all going to fit
There was a
perfectly.
card that I took my inspiration. Another one of these cards that I did earlier on. What was it last night where I cut away on the tulips? And Dee used the bits. It's a greeny colour card.
Oh, okay.
And she used the bits to create grasses.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that
I do
one?
remember that one. I do. Let me see if I can find that one. This one here. It's a really clever design.
So Dee, sort of what she's on Dee's done is that she's actually taken the design.
And they've kind of come from these little curly bits,
and then cut away
haven't they?
parts of it. So she's cut, and then the bits that have fallen out in between, she's then turned into grasses.
So what she's done is she's taken that centre panel there, taken away those kind of little buds in the corner, and used it as a centrepiece. And it was 9 o'clock this morning you did a card similar. Yeah.
I can't remember.
I'll put you in the right direction.
Thanks. Right, where's my card?
There you
got
go.
the card blank. Right, okay. Now trying to do this on a black card on black mat is not very good.
Okay.
So I've taken a piece of the coordinating paper that I've trimmed down, so I can go really nice muted on that side.
That's nice, yeah.
Or I can go a bit more bold, but I want that really nice soft tone.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with that, because then if you want to write a greeting on there...
That's a good point, yeah. It's got a nice little glow to it.
That's one of the great things about the designer paper, is that because you've got the more vibrant design on the front, you've then got the more softer tones on the back. So again, great for matting and layering.
Wonderful.
So I'm going to position that just into the middle of my card. Okay, and do that. And then I'm going to fold my card over. So I've now got... so even that just on its own, it's just... but can you see there where it's sort of like not buckling?
It's raised up a little,
because you use the brush.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's all it is. Because these are so delicate. So all you would need to do is just open it up. 2 pieces of paper, run it back through the machine, and it will just flatten it out.
Perfect.
That's all it takes.
So if you find that situation easily solved.
Yeah. Okay. Then all I'm going to do now is take the piece that I've cut out for the front with my nice frame. And we'll go around the outside with the tape runner. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up as if I'm going to put it directly on top.
Okay.
And then all I'm going to do is just come down a little bit. It's similar to when you're doing shadow stamping.
Yes.
Sticky. Like when you do shadow, you would stamp it, and then you would move down a bit and move off to the...
it to the side
slightly. So,
perfect.
There we go. So I'm going to just do that there.
Wonderful.
It's not perfect, but you know what? It still gives the effect.
Well, it works.
And
of
it's
course,
a little bit of overlapping.
if you did manage to get hold of those rectangles, you could go for that smaller rectangle around it if you wanted more of the card showing through. So it's up to you. I do love that.
So for me, it just gives that really nice sort
of shadow. And can I just show as well, I don't know whether we'll be able to get it on the camera, but I love the way that it's casting a shadow onto the back there as well. That's really nice. You can just imagine that at night time when perhaps you've got your night light on.
You can get those double-sided picture frames, can't you, which is glass on both sides.
That's true, yeah.
So that would be really nice, and you could hang it in front of a window or something like that.
Gorgeous, beautiful. And of course, Creatively One Day Special, Paul, yet another fabulous demonstration. Thank you very much. It's full of them, it really is. And details are up on your screen for your one-day special. We're down to the last 5 minutes now for you to take advantage of your one-day special. It is now decision time. Decision time for 2 reasons. Obviously, the price is going to go up. It's going to go up to £21 in the next few moments. And you will be paying that higher price. If you've got stock left, that's exactly what will happen. You'll be paying £70.95. Your flexi-buy payments will increase as well, because naturally you'll be paying a higher price. But for less than £25, as long as you place your order in the next few minutes, it has sold. Oh, it's sold out. Literally, they were just saying, we don't find it. They're counting the way down. It's gone.
Fantastic. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, buying.
And I have to say, we've only got a minute left, but let's forget about the product for a minute. Let's give a shout out to Barbara and Dave. I'm filling up now because I'm so emotional about it. I am so happy for you guys. I cannot wait. The sunshine has been booked. Everybody's going to have a fabulous day. And of course, you two will be the stars of the show. Barbara, a little bit more than Dave. Sorry, just had to say it. And I can't wait to see those photos. I really can't. So the best of luck from everybody here at Hochanda. All your avid viewers and followers. I'm sure I speak for everybody. So make sure you have a fabulous day, but keep us updated. We want to see the dress. All important. And Paul, of course, you're going to be heading off to the wedding after this as well.
Well, I'm going home and then we've got the wedding on Sunday.
And when are we expecting you back here again?
I'm here a week on Sunday. I'm covering Barbara's 2 till 4 with a fantastic groovy design.
Oh, I love that. And of course we'll be seeing the rest of the team appearing here, Maria and obviously
Linda Williams is doing the one-day special that same day. Yeah, fantastic.
I'll have a real catch-up, find out all the gossip from the wedding as well. So, yeah, thank you to everybody that took advantage of the one-day special. As one-day special draws to a close, of course, we've got another brand new one-day special launching. I know that's going to be a busy one as well, so catch your breath, grab yourself a cup and maybe a chocolate biscuit and meet me the other side of the break. I'll see you in a mo.
All right.
Yes, we've got the Tonic gift bag one-day special. I know you can't wait for this one. Then after that, we've got Craft Price Drop with Yanis, and then Yanis will be teaming up with our lovely Jodie again at 8 o'clock.
Welcome to Hochanda's 17 Days of Christmas Credit. From the 24th of June until the 10th of July, we'll be bringing you 17 days of Christmas crafting. All of your crafting favourites will be here to inspire you and demonstrate all their latest products to get you ready for Christmas 2018. So, as an early Christmas treat from us to you, when making a purchase of any item during our event, you will automatically be given a £5 credit to spend against any purchase of £30 or more the following day. And you can do this every day. We'll be joined by Heartfelt Creations, Crafter's Companion, Creative Expressions, Tonic, Clarity Stamp, Craft Buddy, FMM, Crafts 2 and many, many more. So don't forget to tune in for our 17 Days of Christmas Credit from the 24th of June at 6 p.m.
Sheena Douglas A4 white stamping card is perfect for beginners and expert stampers alike. This high-quality 300 GSM cardstock allows you to achieve superb results. Consisting of 60 A4 sheets, it really is the professional's choice for stamping. To stock up now, check out www.hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hello there and welcome back. It's 6 o'clock. Jodie, you're here for the launch.
I am.
Oh my goodness.
Aren't they nice?
They're incredible.
These are
beautiful.
Stunners. They really are. So what have you got? You have got your amazing bags. Now, I know you absolutely adore the gift bags. You bought them in their hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So I got straight on the phone after the show and said, oh, Mark, can I have them in landscape rather than portrait? We've now got the long bags here. These are absolute corkers.
And the elegance that you've got with these designs are beautiful.
The designs in them are so fine. I mean, going back a bit, when you looked at dyes, you couldn't get the detail that we now getting in dyes. They cut absolutely perfect. You've got all your verso edges in there, and you're getting all three in the bundle. Absolutely amazing.
And this is brilliant. You've got 60 dyes in total, but you've got a whole host of combinations within these to mean that you've got hundreds of possibilities with the way they're putting these together.
You do. Shall we have a look at some boards so you can actually see what you are getting?
Big boards.
So this one here is called Bluebell.
Now, Bluebell is beautiful in design. These make up into huge bags. So these actually make up into bags that are 22 centimetres long, 13.5 centimetres tall, and 6 centimetres in depth, okay? So it's a really, really nice size bag. You do need your A4 machines, okay? There's no getting away or squishing it through a smaller machine. It has to be an A4 machine. You get all your panelling, you can see there, all your verso edges in there, the detailing. Look at this detailed panel here. It's beautiful. Now, that detail panel is a verso edged one, so not only will it cut it out, it will also stay in your cardstock. So if you are wanting to make a spectacular card frontage, look at that. That die there, doubled backed, is going to give you that pattern there. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. But what looks like a pair of sunglasses,
I love that,
on the front here is actually a bow. So you're getting a whole bow set as well. But the girls have made them into sunglasses. So there we have a pair of sunglasses on the front there. So, you know, you can experiment as well. So that is Bluebell.
Lovely.
You've then got Peony.
Oh, wow.
My favourite.
I love Peony.
I have to say, this one is a stunner. Beautiful design work in there, really, really fine, with all those beautiful peonies in there. Same principle. You can mix and match all your front panels with the other one.
Ooh,
so if you want a scalloped top on one, you can have the ones out of the Bluebell, you can mix and match them in with this one as well. But once again, this die set, made into a background. Now that's sending cameras whopping.
Oh,
look at that, absolutely beautiful. And once you paper piece that one, look how it starts to look.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful design work inside there. So you can use it for all your cards as well as anything else. But you're also getting the other one as well. You're getting the lily. So this one here, small boards, cut that one twice. You've got your base bag, you've got all your detail, all your panels in there. So you've got stripes, I mean, look at that lily there. I love that lily. The lily makes into beautiful little bags. So this one here has just been coloured in. So look how gorgeous that looks doubled up. Really pretty. But these ones will just open from the side.
Clever.
Really nice, but you don't have to have the handle. Take the handle away.
I've gone
You've
for
got a little
pure
squeeze
glitz.
box.
Pure glitz
You've
and
gone
glamour.
glitzy, baby.
Oh, look at this. I love this.
So using all your different cardstocks, your different, you know, glitters, pearlescence, bringing in your colours, bringing in your glitters, you can really make these into your own personal choice, whether it is just card on top of card.
That's a nice idea.
Absolutely beautiful. Whether you want to make that one into a little squeeze box.
Ooh.
There's no handle on that one. So that literally now is just a little squeeze box inside. So you can just have it as decoration.
And I love it because if you don't want to kind of use that die cut decoration,
Absolutely.
just use your pretty papers.
Yeah, and don't they look beautiful?
Love that
They
idea.
are so easy to make.
Oh my goodness, we are so phenomenally busy. I'm going to chat to you about how you get hold of these and what price you're actually paying, because on your screen there you can see you've got your one-day special details. You need that item number of 860493 to get hold of this, but have a look at that saving. You are saving £16 on these. £79.97 is your price for the next 24 hours, but only if we have stocks that last the full 24 hours. At the end of that, it is going to go up by £16. Quite a considerable saving and quite a considerable price hike, I have to say, at the end of the one-day special deal. But guess what? You only have to pay £39.99 plus your post and packing to get all of these fabulous dies on their way to you. I warn you, we are phenomenally busy. We've got 3-minute queues on those phone lines. See the details at the bottom of your screen. Now, of course, your one-day special, we've got the Flexi Buy on there, but if you get hold of your one-day special at £79.99, it's making your basket value £60 or more. That means you can add in lots of other elements, and Jodie will be bringing all sorts of wonderful things. We've got fabulous cardstock, Nouveau drops, you name it, we've got it on this show, and you can add it into your basket and spread the cost of those over 2 payments too as well. So 860493 is your item number if you wanted to get hold of it. We've got a phenomenal amount of fabulous finished samples which we'll show you over the next 24 hours, but just a little taster of what you can do with these when you get them home. Have a look at this. exciting. All of those fabulous bags popping up. You're going to have so much use for these.
Yeah. Now, these, I reckon, are one of the biggest dies we've ever made, okay? Because look at my A4 magnet. That is one die set on there. There's very little room to get anything else.
So is it a good idea to add in some magnetic sheets to your order too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look at the size of these babies. They really are one of the biggest die sets that we've ever manufactured. Okay, it literally fills the whole up. So what we are going to do, we're going to play with the peony one first of all. Okay. Now I've got this beautiful pearlescent card that we've got on today's show. It comes with the pearlescent lilac and also the pinks in the collection. Okay, so we're going to bring in the outside edge die. Look how big that is.
That is down to brilliant engineering.
Yeah, there is not much space to breathe.
But you know what? It's not much waste either.
Precisely. So I do like to tape mine in the middle. Okay. The reason I like to tape it in the middle is there's not much room on either side.
So that's it. Yeah, you've got nothing to tape.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. So what we're going to do is we're going to run that all the way through, and this is going to give you one side of your bag.
Now, don't forget, if you want to get hold of a die cutter machine and you haven't got one yet, then why not have a look at Tommy the Tangerine. Now, the Tangerine machine, it is a dream machine, isn't it?
It is a dream machine. He is such a good boy. He's 100% metal inside. There's no plastic in there. The only plastic is the plastic that you see on the outside.
Okay.
Everything is metal. You're getting all your plates you need, even down to your raspberry plate. Everything is included in there. And you know something? He's my best friend.
Well, this is it. You can rely on him, can't you?
I can.
That's what you want from
I
this.
can, absolutely.
And I know lots of you have been watching, obviously, the last one-day special with Paul Church and all those fabulous dies. New die-cutting people out there who perhaps haven't invested in your machine. So if you went for your one-day special in the last hour, then definitely add in your Tangerine during this hour.
So look now, we've got all our emboss lines in there. You've got all your score lines, you've got perforations going down there. We've got the beautiful scallops on the top. But what waste have you got?
Look at that.
Very little waste, okay? You've even got a pair of headphones.
Yeah, I love it.
So if you're making Christmas cards, they could go on your snowman.
They could, yeah. A little fluffy, isn't it?
Right, so all we're going to do is we're going to have the front of the bag. So this is going to be the front, okay? Now, in your collection, you have got somewhere little slits. Okay. Now these slit dies are different to each bag, and they correspond with each bag. Okay. So this one here is quite wide, so you've got a wider slot for that to slide in. This one here is going to come with this one because of the size of that one. So I'm going to place it on here.
Can I give people a top tip with this? Because I've had die sets with very specific pieces like this before, and I've used a little bit of nail varnish.
Absolutely.
A little bit of nail varnish, perhaps a little bit of red on that piece and a little bit of red on the main die. Then you know that those two come together.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little bit of blue on another one, pink, whatever colours you want to work with. And then you know that they actually come together when you need them.
So I'm going to put my slot in before I go any further. Okay. So all the way through. And then that is ready.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? We've got all this gorgeous array of Nouveau drops going like that when Jodie's doing a die cutting.
So now that is going to be the front of my bag. So I'm going to chop off that little bit there because I don't need it. So that is going to be the front of my bag. My locking mechanism is now in place. Okay. So all we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to reinforce all these little score lines. You've even got the bottom there, and then the bottom of the bag there. And I have to say, this pearlescent card is beautiful for this.
I'm noticing that because you've got kind of pearlescent right the way through with this, you haven't got any white coming when you start folding it.
It is beautiful. So just literally follow those lines, folding them all over like so. Let's just move that one out of the way so I can get that bottom in place.
Now, if pink isn't your bag, if you get what I mean, like, see what I did there? I'm here all day. Well, for the next hour anyway. We have got lots of different colours available for you as well. So if you want your zesty tones in there, your classic tones in there, check out on the website. We've got some wonderful collections for you. But the one that we're working with at the moment, the details are at the bottom of your screen.
Right, so I've got my glue tabs just down the side there. Now, this is entirely up to you. Hot glue, wet glue, whatever your glue of preference is. I have to say my glue of preference for these is high tack. Okay. Now, a lot of people have been saying high-tack has been letting them down.
Right.
Okay. There's many reasons why high-tack can let you down. Okay. One at the moment is because of the heat. Yeah. I know. I left a lot of my stuff in the car. Came to it, it had come unstuck. Heat is really, really bad for high-tack tape. The other thing is storing over a long period of time. Yeah, high-tack does lose its stickiness, believe it or not. And if it's an old high-tack tape, maybe that could be an issue. But one of my biggest issues with high-tack is rubbish on the outside edge. Yeah, I mean, if you can see you see the glitter?
Glitter that is picked up,
on there. Now, when I take the red liner off, 10 to 1, that glitter will still be on the edge. And 10 times out of how many times, it will be the rubbish that's on the side of my... So if you've got something like this, little plastic storage bags, you know, stick them in there when you've finished, or greaseproof paper, make a little greaseproof packet.
I've got like a little pot that I've got them just stacked in and just put the lid back on.
So I'm just going to trim this down now so that my high-tack is not coming either side, and we're going to stick on there the other side of our bag. So I'm right-handed, so I do it upside down. Because I find it a lot easier. So you're just going to line that line with that line there, and then bring it straight up to the top, and that is as hard as it gets. Okay, so when you get it to this stage, I highly recommend that you just very roughly put it together. Okay, because I like my flap of my bag to fold to the back. Okay, so I know that that's the front of my bag. I don't need that back panel. So that back panel can be chopped off. Now, 10 times out of none, if you don't do that, the chances are you could actually chop off the wrong flap. So,
now, Jodie, with this, I mean, it's a fabulous set of dies, and obviously we've got the demonstrations over the next 24 hours. By all means, if you've got the ability to record them, please do. If you haven't, you can go back on Rewind and watch them for 2 weeks. But how do people kind of see how these are put together after those shows have dropped off
so
Rewind?
you can go on to Tonic Live, you can go on to my Facebook page, you can go on to Crafting with Jodie. There's loads of inspiration out there. Okay?
Thank you.
So we've got the base of our bag. Let's do the panel. And I have to say, this is where Tonic dies excel, because the detail is amazing. So we're going to use the outside edge first. Now, the reason I always say to do the outside edge first is for 2 reasons. Reason 1, if they cross over in your machine, you damage the edge, and then it's not going to work, and you've rhubarbed, you die, you go... Also, if you've got a cutting edge and a detail edge in there, the machine gets confused and it concentrates on the outside edge more than the centre.
So
if you cut them separately, you're going to get a lot more pressure on the detail die than you do the outside edge.
That makes sense.
Okay, so let's run that through.
Wonderful. We've got 5-minute queues on those phone lines, folks. They're actually over 5 minutes now. It's 5 minutes when Charlotte told me, but I was letting Jodie carry on. So, yeah, website is the place to go. If you can actually get onto the website, then please do place your order that way. The reason being is it can guarantee that you're going to get your one-day special. And, of course, when we're talking about the quantity of people that we've got on the phone lines at the moment, I think this is going to be an absolutely amazing one-day special. I hope we've got enough stock to see us right the way through the 24 hours. We saw a one-day special yesterday that sold out overnight. I don't know what the situation will be with this particular one, but what I can say is if you get your order in now, you are guaranteed to get hold of this at your one-day special price. £95.97 is going to be your regular price when this comes back today. And if you have any stocks left at the end of the one-day special, that's exactly the price you will be paying. But why pay a penny more than you need to? You can get hold of everything for £39.99 plus your postage.
Sorry, I couldn't resist, sweetheart. So
Don't
you've
worry
got
at all.
all these little bits in here, okay? So we're just going to take out any of those little bits. So just roughly, I'm just going over it like that to begin with, and then we can come in. Oh, bless you.
Oh, I stifled it.
You stifled it.
I stifled it.
Yeah. Do you know something? That's my worst nightmare on air.
Oh, I've done it before now.
Yeah.
And I've done it and my eyes go wider and wider because I'm trying to stop it. But that one was just a little, that was a stealth sneeze.
Yeah, so literally I'm going to just take out all these little bits, and this is where tonic dyes are beautiful. I mean, you can see there's very few pieces. Now, if you've got a lot of pieces in, just run it through with your embossing folder.
Okay.
And your embossing mat will take out a lot of these little pieces. It will push them further back. Okay, so look at the detail that you have now got. Let me hold it against that
piece of lace.
That pink. Look at the detail you've got in there now. Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful. I love the way you've got that kind of almost like tiny pierced detail there for the centre of the peonies as well.
It is beautiful. Now, if you are patient, I'm not patient, okay? You can paper piece it all.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And I have done it with the glitter as well.
Oh, my goodness.
So I've cheated with this one, okay? So that's what it looks like from the front, okay? Now, I'll turn it round and you can see that I've just stuck the pieces in.
I'm with you on that, Jodie.
Yeah? I stuck the pieces on the back. Now, the white here is the double-sided sticky sheets.
Oh.
So that, from the front, I could put the two-tone glitters in.
Clever
and
idea.
Bring out all those beautiful flower heads.
Double-sided sheets are at the bottom of your screen. 15 A4 sheets of those. Brilliant value of £12.97.
And plus, with that double-sided in there, I don't have to worry about sticking all that fine detail down.
Clever.
Yeah. So literally, let's go in now and start to stick all our panels. One of the bonus of these, they do have a nice leading edge as well. Okay. So you can get all your adhesive
Now, if
on
we're
those
working
leading
with
edges.
pearlescent cards, I know we have to be careful with certain pearlescent cards and the type of adhesive, but the glue that you're using there, the tonic glue?
This is the tonic glue. This is my best friend as well. You know something I love? I mean, this is the same. The funky glue that we used to do, this is exactly the same.
Oh, it's a green.
It's the green
right,
packet is exactly the same as the orange packet. Okay, so that is going to. Let me just pull that flap out there a little bit. So that is going to sit just inside there. Now you can see we've even got the embossed detail of that handle, so you've got an area to work to. Okay, so let's do the other side as well. So take that double-sided away. I have to say, I love this double-sided. I've been working with something at the moment. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've used so much of it, and it's just, I've been covered in glitter, absolutely covered. Even the cat walks around glistening, bless his heart. So I'm just going to go all the way around there, a little bit in the middle. So let's stick that one down as well.
Oh, don't make me tell them that, Charlotte. They'll shout at me.
That's a bit long, Charlotte.
The queues are now over 7 minutes. Apologies, folks. Apologies. Yeah, website's a place to go. If you can do, please get on the website. Don't forget, if you're watching via our app as well, you can actually add items to your basket and get your basket checked out that way too as well. So if you've not used the app before, it might be worth having a little look at it. Pop it onto your iPhone and then you can use that. And you can continue to watch us via that app too as well.
Yeah, so we've even got the little decorations that are going to sit on here. Okay, you don't have to put them on if you don't want them. Maybe you just want to put plain ones on because you've got the outside edges as well. But you can see it's a lot easier to decorate your bags while they're flat.
Yeah, and also if you go to a craft fair, you could have some of these made up, but then have your others laid flat, easy for transportation, and just make them up when people place their orders for them or request them.
So we're just sticking all those down. Now in your collection as well, you've even got the end panels to be able to decorate the ends. So I've already done those in the same manner with that double-sided tape. So I've done exactly the same. Put all the glitter in there so that they all match.
Wow.
Oh, you see the old man in there? He's got his glasses on, his nose, his moustache, and then his...
Now, you know what? I'm not seeing it all. I'm seeing somebody sitting on a toadstool with their legs outstretched.
Oh, dearie me. Right, so let's just add those in here. So let's add that. in there. Right, Charlotte can't see the old man.
Yeah,
right,
you need
Charlotte.
to point us out.
Right.
Where's the old man? Let's have a look.
Are you ready, Charlotte? So we've got his eyeballs there, his nose, his moustache, and then a goatee.
And then you've got almost got like a bindi in the middle of his forest, haven't you? And forest. There.
It looks like, is it the woodland?
Yes.
The Green Man.
Is it the green? Yeah, yes. I think there's a piece of artwork, isn't there? It's called something like the Green Man of the Wood or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're just going to add that one onto there. So that now is one decorated bag.
Beautiful.
Okay. Now you can also, if you want, let me get the die out. You can, if you want, have the decoration on the flap as well, because you've got the die to cut the detail out of there as well. So let's add the high tack down the other side. So all the way down there. So let's cut that off. Now you know I like a firm bottom. I'm a lady who does like a firm bottom.
Don't we all? Don't we all, girls? Don't we?
So I'm going to stick the bottom of my box together. You don't have to. It will just slot in. Okay. All right. But in my world, a nice tight bottom stops things from falling out of my bag.
Well, let's face it, you don't want anything falling out, do you? You want it all in there. All your goodies that you're popping inside your bag, you want them to stay in your bag.
So let's take that tape off, and then we just bring it all the way around. Now I start at the top. So line that top up, down to the bottom there. Just give it a press.
Okay.
Put your two bottoms in.
And will they still lie flat at that point?
Yes.
So again, if you wanted to take them to your craft fairs?
No.
Oh, not quite?
Not quite, because of the curves.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So let's do this one here. Put that bottom in there, and this will be the back of your bag. Because remember, we cut that front panel away.
Yes.
So we've then got the back. So just very gently place that one in there. Give it a squidge in that middle section. Then this will come through the front.
Okay.
And it will go into that little slot there.
Yeah.
And then all I'm going to do is just add a little bow just to the front there, just to finish it off, and you have got the most beautiful
That is divine.
bag.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely delightful, it really is.
Pretty.
And that's just one variant. Don't forget you've got your different shapes with these, you've got your different closures with these, you've got different decorative panels with these. But of course everything works well together, but by having all three of those dies together means that you've got all those different possibilities. Jojo, I'm going to let you get ready for your next demo. The website is the place to go for all of those different elements. Of course you can find the dies individually there, but don't forget that £16 saving is a saving that you take advantage of if you take advantage of your one-day special. Also means that you can get hold of all of those dies for a fabulous flexi-buy payments on there. And I was just comparing, because the dies individually are £37.99. So for an extra £2, you can get hold of your one-day special with that first payment and get all three of those dies. So it's definitely worth thinking about doing that, isn't it? Which, to be honest, that's the way the majority of you have been going. You've been going for your one-day special because you want to get all of these bags. And we are so busy. Don't forget our phone lines, the queues have been going up to 7.5 minutes, and you can understand why when I tell you the quantity that has already flown out is over 30% already. And where are we? 23 minutes past the hour. This is the launch hour. When you come back and join Jodie at 8 o'clock, I don't know what sort of stock we're going to have with these, but the thing that is, I love it. Obviously, we just saw Jodie create that fabulous bag that we just saw a few moments ago. Absolutely beautiful. Detail edge that you've got there is that scalloped edge there, and of course you've got those gorgeous peonies featuring on this, but maybe you don't want that scalloped edge. Maybe you want something smooth, a smooth finish to show off your embossed paper. And that's exactly what you can do with these. You can still add those little panels in the side if you're wanting to, or just take those corresponding colours. You could become a bag designer, couldn't you, with these? Now, of course, you've got your bluebell as well. This is a lovely design again here that's going to give you that gorgeous fine detail here. And what a classy look, that gold and that black there on that white base. Very clever design. But of course, you don't have to make with the handles at all. If you want to make little gift pouches, then you can do. And of course, Jodie's here for the next 24 hours to show us how we can actually make these into gorgeous little pillow boxes. Pillow boxes with handles on as well. What a lovely idea with these. And of course, using those decorative panels that you've got within these means you can add the detail that way, or simply just take your pretty papers and add them that way. The choice is yours. The key thing is all the dies are going to give you those possibilities and that ability to create what you like. And have a look at this one. I love this one. Look, it's even got a little buckle on there. Look. Isn't that sweet? Handmade with love, and it certainly was. And look at this again, all those gorgeous panels there. Oh, you're going to have fun with these. You really, I love these. The little straps there with the little buttons on the front too. You're going to have loads of fun with these. They're going to become your favourites. If you want to get hold of your one-day special, all 3 of these dies coming to you for that incredible saving there. Saving £16, making the cost of your one-day special £79.97. Spread the cost if you so choose over 2 payments of £39.99. And don't forget, if you want to add in some of the cardstock that we've been chatting about, maybe your Nouveau drops, whatever you want to add into your basket, then you can do. And if you're going for your one-day special at £79.97, it's going to exceed £60 with your flexi order, which means you can add anything else in and spread the cost of that too. 860493 being your item number. Get it into your basket as soon as you possibly can. But of course, I've just shown you a few of those fabulous finished samples. Here are a whole host more for you to feast your eyes on. Disappearing for days with these dies, aren't you? When you're working through all the different possibilities.
You know, when you start to play with them, you start to think, oh, I've got that paper and I've got that paper, and oh, I can add a blob here and I can add a blob there. Really, really nice. So we're going to play with what essentially is a pillow box die. Okay. Now it's got the beautiful handle on there. It's got all the dies in there. Now you need 2 of these to make your bags. Okay. Now you'll see that these will fit through your smaller machines.
Right, okay, good point.
Now, we're going to place this on, and I'm going to cut myself 2 of these out. Now, the bag that we're going to make, I think, would be absolutely amazing for maybe a little gift for a baby. Yes. Because it's all in blues and things like that. But, you know, bring in the flowers, it could be feminine. Yes. You know, it can be either or. So that is one side of our bag, so we need a second side. So let's cut the other one out. So that one is going to go into there. Now in it you have got that beautiful lily, and I have to say, if you add a little bit of glitter to the lily, it jumps out of the paper. It is beautiful. But then you've got a trellis work in there as well, which is, not being funny, it's lush. You know, it lets you put all your little drops on as well. So I've got 2 parts of my bag. Okay. We're going to bring in the outside edge and cut one of the outside edges. Now this is going to give you the panel for the front of your box. You don't have to have it if you don't want to. You could actually cut all the detail into the front of your bag because they're all verso edged. So let's run that one through. All the way through. Cracking is normal as well, yeah? When I got my first machine, I actually took it back to the shop.
Oh, I remember cutting into my first plate, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I've done it wrong." And yeah, you do get a sense of panic the first time you ever do it.
Well, my e-bosser, the magnetic shim that's in the e-bosser, that's held together with floor tape. I've cut it that many times. Now this here is one of the beautiful little dies that come in the collection, and we are going to cut that into that blue one there. So let's get rid of that. Now you can join it in the middle, but I'm not going to be brave on TV. I'm going to actually do it with a gap.
Okay.
So we're going to go down that side there, and we're going to run that one through.
And I'm looking at the shape here, as I often do look at the shapes when we die cut them out and think, what else could you turn it into? And there's all sorts of different ideas. It looks like the handle of a mug almost as well.
So,
oh, wow.
Look at that. Yeah, so all your little pieces. Here we go, let's make a mess. Yeah. So we're going to tape it onto the bottom now as well. So run that one through. And that is going to be the front of our bag. Okay, we're going to have the white popping through that we've just cut.
This is such a clean look, isn't it, with the colours and that kind of little trellis. Like you say, it's a little trellis, isn't it?
So that there is the front of our bag. Now, once you have put your Nouveau drops on there,
ooh, look
you
at
can
this.
see now you've got all your drops on all those little
That's
areas.
fabulous, because you've got all those little placement marks there,
Yeah,
haven't
and
you?
it really does make it pop and come to life. So let's get rid of all these bits. And
Don't
let's
forget, we've got
construct.
loads of Nouveau drops. You'll find them all on the website. I think we've got pick and mixes on there, so you can choose different kind of combinations. You've got all sorts. Oh, so these are individuals, are they? Right, fair enough then. So we're looking at different set of 5. So of course, working your way down depends on the colour schemes that you want. Have a look on the website. You'll be able to see the colours on there, and they're really affordable to get hold of. £9.99. So you can see you've got your whites and blacks at the top here, and you'll also have lots of different combinations. £3 savings on these, and I think it's going to be similarly right the way through. So for £9.99, really affordable. And if you are wanting that top range, as you can see there, the details are up on your screen. You've got pinks and lilacs and all sorts in there.
Right, so you can see that I've stuck that onto that white background that we cut. So the white starts to pop through to the front. Okay. Now at this point, if I was making this into a squeeze box rather than a handbag, I would cut straight across the top there, giving myself a little glue edge, and I would cut that handle off completely.
So when you say a squeeze box, you mean similar to that?
Yes, so you can make them into these little squeeze boxes. So a squeeze box is where you open the end and it squeezes, come on, and
and it
squeezes open at that end. Okay. So all you're going to do is cut one so that you've got an extra glue edge for the other one to stick on.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
But we're going to make this one into a handbag. So let's take that tape across there. And obviously, we don't need that one.
That's a good point, yes, you don't.
Yeah. So let's take that one off.
Keep all these little pieces that you're cutting away there, because of course you can use those for your embellishments, and there could be little paper ribbons to work with your design.
So now that one is going to sit nice and comfily just onto there. Okay, and now I'm going to go through and score. You see how I push it in? I take my fingers at either side and push those side panels in. So that is going to give us the squeeze element on the side of that bag. I'm just going to give that just a little tuck back.
Okay.
That one into there, and that one. So they're all bent into shape. So let's stick our panels on. We're going to have a beautiful one on the front with all those Nouveau drops.
And I love these. Are these from that white and black set? Because they've almost got like a little pearlescent sheen to these.
They are, the top ones, yeah. The drop there is actually called seashell.
Nice. I can understand that, yeah.
So that is going to go on there. Now you've even got the little panels that cut your decorated sides. So let's stick that on as well. So that is going to come onto the end here. And then this one on the other side. Just going to go onto there. And then the back of my bag, I want to be quite plain.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this one here. Now, if you are using these for maybe packaging, if you are a jewellery maker, then you could have actually put this through the PC first and printed your business address and contact details on there.
Nice idea, yeah.
And you could be sticking that onto there. So I'm just going to hold that.
As well, Jodie, if you were just cutting, say, the pillow box in its own right, I've had things that have come in packaging, like in a kind of acetate.
Yes.
Could you do that?
Yes, absolutely. Your dies won't cut all the way through, but what your dies will do is give you a score edge to actually cut through.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
So you can make a box. So we're going to have these nice, crisp white panels.
And I'm guessing I know the answer to this question, Jodie, but if we wanted to make these and sell them, that's okay too.
You can make as many as your fingers can make, as many pieces of cardstock as you've got at home you can do, yeah.
And some of these pieces, they only take little tiny elements, so it's going to be a bit of a scrap buster as well.
It is. Now, we're going to put this bag so that it's complete at the top. Okay, so I keep it flat. I've not bent my sides in. It is flat at the moment. Okay, now for speed, I'm going to high tack it, but at home, you know, wet glue it. Okay. Not a problem at all. So let's just put some high tack down there, and then just on that top bit, we'll just give it a squidge.
Squidge is always good.
It's a technical term, that. A good squidge of adhesive.
It's in the Crafter's Dictionary if you need a definition.
No, it's not. We ought to do a Crafter's Dictionary.
We ought to, hadn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, because we at Tonic have got many words that we use for stuff.
Yeah, we couldn't put them all in though, Jodie, that's the only thing.
Oh, we could.
We'd have to do an over 18s version.
Oh, we could. It'd be fun. Right, so we've now got those bits secure. Remember those bits that came out of the handle top?
Yes, yeah.
You've also got one, a smaller one, that's going to give you one that's going to go perfectly into the middle there.
Wow.
That's going to give you a little mat in there.
Who's engineered these guys? Because that's genius.
I think these... I might get told that. I think these...
We won't name names just in case we get the wrong person.
I think they were John. I'm not 100% sure, though.
But that is very clever engineering, though, to think that little gap that you've got to turn it into something that's usable.
Yeah. They'll be shouting at the screen now. It was me that did him, Johnson. It was me.
You'll be in trouble now.
So all we're going to do is just bend that into the middle there. And I'll use a little bit of hot glue in this instance because we're just going to squish that straight over the top of there. So that is going to give us a faux little buckle.
Look at that. That's fabulous.
On the top. So now all we do is we're going to put our fingers inside there, give it a little bit of welly because obviously you've got to have a curve.
Yes, yeah.
So just ease it out, put one side in and it will hold itself.
Okay, yeah.
Turn it that way. It will hold that curvature out. So the next one over.
Nice.
Give it a little bit of a squeeze, put your finger inside there, just tease that card apart, that one in, then that one in, okay?
Perfect.
So you've now got the front of your bag.
Very elegant.
So let's finish it off with a little bow on the top of there, and somewhere we've got a little button, but you've got buttons in your collections as well. So we're going to add a proper little button onto there, but now you have got your little bag.
That's beautiful.
With no problem at all, but that could quite easily have been a squeeze box like that. When you take the handles off, you could have little squeeze boxes, absolutely perfect for Christmas presents, you know, those little lipsticks that cost an absolute
I love the design on this one. This is
that
clever.
One has had the handle wrapped around the front and a little bit of corrugated card put through the middle.
That is clever, very clever.
So very, very easy, but aren't they effective?
They're gorgeous. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, speechless. Now, of course, thank you, Jodie, for that. We've got more demonstrations coming up, but of course I need to give you a bit of an update and insight into some of the things that Jodie's been working with, and they're on the website. Everything that Jodie's been working with. The Nouveau drops are there, as you can see. You've got your lilacs and your pinks there, your greens and blues, your whites and your blacks, and of course that's the set that we've seen in action. You've also got your cardstock as well, so lots of different variants. So you can see your lime featuring on that particular bundle. If you want your gorgeous pinks or your oranges, your browns, they are all there. Some gorgeous those zesty blues and gorgeous greens as well. You will be able to find them all on the website. And of course, if you do want your mirror cardstock with your golds, as you can see there, then you can do. Don't forget those double-sided sheets as well, because they are perfect, because if you wanted to add that fine detail with your glitter, then you need to add those in. And of course, if you want to add a gorgeous moment, then we've got those miniature moments, and of course a tangerine machine to put all those fabulous dies through. And we've had people taking advantage of those, so it's good to know we've got lots of little Tommies going to new homes during this hour. But of course, your one day special, that is the star of the hour. Little over halfway through the hour, and it has been phenomenally busy to the point that now 40% of the stock has gone. Okay, now we have 5 one-day specials. Well, not one-day special, one-day special shows, should I say. This is the first one, okay? This is the first hour. And for 40% of the stock to have gone in that first hour is remarkable. If 20% of the stock had gone, we'd be happy with that, because that's a fifth of the stock. But 40%, double the amount that we would normally expect, has gone in the first half an hour. That's how busy we are with regards to these. We've got another show coming up at 8 o'clock. That will be another live hour. Then we will have our nighttime repeats. Now, during our nighttime repeats for our last one-day special, we actually lost the one-day special. It sold out overnight, and that's how quickly a one-day special can go. But what I can guarantee is, if you place in your order during this hour, can't speak for the 8 o'clock hour yet, but I'm sure you'll be able to get hold of it then. But during this hour, I can guarantee you will be getting it with that £16 saving. I'm going to head over to see Jodie in a few moments, but as I always say, I am not offended in the slightest if you're not listening to a word I'm saying and you're on that phone line. I would rather you be doing that. I would rather you be taking advantage of these and making sure you're getting that £16 saving. Now, of course, you can see the details on your screen here. You've got 3 die sets, 60 dies in total. You're going to be able to interchange these. So the outside parameter of your bag, you can swap those designs around, swap those different elements within them to create your own personal combination, or maybe just make those little pillow boxes, as you can see there. Lots of different ways you can be able to work with these. The creativity is phenomenal with these. Even if you just want to take them and just cut your bag and then use your pretty papers, that's fine. You can do that. You can add your fine detail, add your sentiment with those. If you want to go for pure glitz and glamour, then get your glitter cardstock involved. Get those results with these too as well. If you just want to make a quick little bag, then this is very similar to the one that Jodie's just worked with, and she's put a different colour cardstock behind, as you can see there, so you've got that fine detail. On one of the panels that she was working, she just used the white. Or maybe you've got little tiny ditzy flowers that you're wanting to add at those little points there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the glitter card behind there. Just adds a little subtle shimmer in there. However you are working with these, you are going to get the most incredible, breathtaking results with these. Those queues are building yet again. We knew they would be. They're over 2 minutes again now, so apologies for that. Sorry, but in a way I'm glad, because you're doing as exactly as I've said. Get onto the phone lines, get those orders in place to make sure you have got your dies. You can come back and watch us later on. The shows will be on Rewind for 2 weeks, but have a look at the sort of things the design team have been creating with their dies. So of course that's using all 3 of those dies that you get in your one day special. They are available individually and you'll be able to find them on the website. I'm sure we'll bring the details up as the next demo kind of takes place. But the biggest way of getting hold of these, the way most of you have been getting hold of them, is with that £16 saving, and the details are on your screen. So what are we up to next, Jodie?
Right, so we're going to do the other one. We're going to do the Bluebell. Okay, now the Bluebell, I have to say, has got the most elegant panel in there, and when you first look at it, you don't actually see all the detail. Okay, now it's not until you cut it out, so the handbag itself, can you see
look
that
at that.
detail?
You've got the little tiny dots and everything.
Within there. But what about placing it onto a card, like that one there? Okay, so that one, the die has been cut that way, and then rotated round and cut that way.
Nice.
But if you do it that way and flat edge it to that way, the pattern you're going to get is that.
Oh, right.
I mean, that in its own right.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah.
It is.
That
it's
is a statement card.
Isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
that to me looks like wedding lace.
Yes.
It looks beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Like
but
that
what we're going
idea.
to do is we are going to do a very simple bag, but with a little twist.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got the outside edge of the bluebell die, and once again, look at the size of that. It is a beastie boy. Literally, look how much I've got left.
I love the way that they've been engineered.
I've got,
it's brilliant.
what, maybe 4 mil at that
Yeah.
side. So tape it into the middle, and we're going to run that through.
I also love the way that you've actually got the bag die there, and it's not like you've got to put those pieces together. Because, of course, that's something key as well. If you don't get one of those dies quite right, then it's going to affect the actual makeup of the bag.
So that's your waist. Look at that. we couldn't get much more.
We've got little wings this time.
Yeah, we couldn't get much more out of
That's
an A4.
right, yeah.
So that there is the base of our handbag. And once again, you need to cut 2 of those out. Okay. Now this is going to be the front of my bag. So I don't need that little flap. So I'm going to chop that away.
With these bags, you're talking pennies with regards to your card, aren't you?
Absolutely. So let me just find my little slot. Where's it gone? There it is. Because I want to put my little slot die in there as well so that it closes up.
Don't forget to get hold of your magnetic sheets with these as well. I'm sure we've got them on the website. I know that Tonic bring them, and they bring those fabulous wallets with a zip around on there for storing them all in as well. Definitely worth it with die sets like this.
So I'm going to just run that through so it's got that slot in. And then what you were saying about patterned paper. We've all got patterned paper.
Oh gosh,
at home, yeah. Many of the time, you know that really rubbish paper you get. Oh, we've got 360 pieces.
Oh, and you get sometimes in magazines, and it's that really. And there's usually a staple running through the middle of it.
Yeah, absolutely perfect for this. Absolutely perfect. So I've got my bag. I've got my piece of patterned card.
This is pretty.
Okay, so let me just turn that back over because I want the outside edge. So I'm going to place that in there. And the bonus is, if you've got a picture, you could move that so that you could centralise, I don't know, picture or whatever.
Yes.
In the middle there. So I'm going to cut that out. And then one of the bonuses is, when you're cutting the ears out, you've actually got a right and a left hand.
Oh, that's a good point, yes.
So I'm going to take those off as well, because we want a right and a left hand. And I'm going to tape those down. Now, because these are just base core dies, you know, my machine doesn't have to really think about it.
Okay.
So I can just tape all those down together.
Okay.
And I also want one of the little decoration panels for the end of
Easily
our
done,
bag.
yeah.
Okay, so let's tape that beastie down as well. So let's run that through. And then we're going to stick these on, but we're not going to stick everything down. We're going to have a little tag bag in the front of our bag.
Okay.
So, one panel, one ear, another ear, ear, and also the side panel. Okay, so let's get rid of those. So this is our bag. So let's put our ears on first of all.
Lovely. Again, tonic glue, perfect one to use.
Yeah, I love this glue. It peels off like glue used to at school, and you can roll it into balls and flick it.
I love it, yes.
So this one. Into that. And you can, I don't know whether you can actually pick that up on camera, but there's actually a score line. And your little bits will fit perfectly.
Oh yes, there it is.
Within those score lines. Okay. So let's put the side panel on as well. That's just going to sit in there.
And I'm guessing when you've made a couple of these bags, you'll know how the elements come together. So it might be the first couple of times you might watch a repeat of the show.
I'm not going to glue there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gluing the other bits. So that is going to go onto there. So we've got its counterpart all ready to go. Now remember, I like the bottom of my bag to go to the back, so I don't have a joint, so I don't need that one.
Okay.
Okay. So let's chop that one away. So all the way across there. So let's now take our high tack, and we can put the high tack down that side, down that side as well. I think one of the things with tonic, they make it so easy.
This is the thing, and that's why the popularity is there, because people know it's going to be easy before they've even seen them demonstrated.
Absolutely. So we've not increased these score lines yet, so let's put these little score lines back in. So just creasing all those on there and across the bottom. Also that little bit just there. So there we go. And also my glue end.
What sort of weight cardstock should we be using for the bag bases?
I use a 240.
When I say the bases, I don't mean the bottom, I mean the
I
whole
use
thing.
a 240 GSM. I use a 240 GSM for everything.
Oh, makes it nice and easy.
The reason being, I don't buy anything apart from 240 and a 300. 300 I use for construction of memory books, but these ones literally 240, absolutely brilliant.
So the show, the different cards that we've got on the show, perfect for these?
Absolutely perfect. It's a 250 GSM. It's absolutely perfect for this. Yeah. So that end is now going to go with that end there. So I just get my top correct, hold it with my thumb and forefinger, get the bottom lined up, just give it a squidge in there, and then my end is just going to go over and under that one there. So I've got my base bag.
That's beautiful.
I've got my little locking mechanism that's just going to slide into there. In your collection, you've even got tags. You've got your handmade little sentiment as well. So that is going to, let's take those middles out because...
And I'm just thinking this size is perfect for a little pamper kit or something. You know, in those hotel toiletries, those
the ones that you just take home with you.
Well, yes, it's all in with the cost of the room, isn't it? You're allowed
absolutely, I'm totally with you.
I'll take the biscuits as well for the journey home. So yeah, don't forget those little toilets, or maybe you've built up a little kit. It could be, I don't know, a little jewellery making kit, or it could be a little survival kit with your chocolate in there and your little bottle of bubble bath in there, whatever you want it to be, really.
So my little tag is going to go in that little pocket. We can put some twine on there, a ribbon on there with no problem. They are supposed to be bows.
Okay.
Okay, but in this instance, I don't want it to be a bow. I just want it to be a bit of decoration.
Nice.
Because in the collection, you've got all these buttons as well. So literally, I can decorate with all my buttons wherever
I love that.
I want them to be.
Little tiny ones too as well.
Yeah, little diddy ones, little big ones, little big ones.
I always like the
bad
little
English,
big ones.
weren't it? But there we have a little pocket bag.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah?
Absolutely adorable.
But from fancy to simple to little pockets as well.
And all done so quickly within this hour.
They're beautiful, so easy.
Very, very busy. Website's place to go. You'll find everything Jodie's been working with, the dies individually, which are proving to be very popular, and of course the one-day special, which has been phenomenal during this hour, so much so that approaching half the stock has gone in this first launch hour. Of course, Jodie's going to be back with Yanis at 8 o'clock. That's going to be a busy hour too as well. We'll have our nighttime repeat. You can pretty much guarantee they're going to be busy, and then tomorrow morning, who knows what we'll be giving you with regards to stock updates. Please make sure you get yours now, then you don't have to worry about about those nighttime hour shows, you'll have yours and you'll know it's going to be on its way to you. Jodie, last word from you. Why do we need these?
They're absolutely beautiful. If you like construction, you like your gift bags, these are the ones to go for. Absolutely beautiful. All verso edged, so you can use them on your cards as well. Squeeze box, large full formatted cards, or little gift bags, all from one die set. Amazing.
So versatile. Now don't forget, you can go back and watch on Rewind, so you can watch the show that we've just done. Of course, the repeats of the other shows will appear on there as well, but of course check out Jodie's Facebook page and the Tonic Facebook page as well for inspiration there too as well. But come back, stay tuned. We've got more coming up. We have indeed. We've got Yanis coming up straight after the break with Craft Price Drop. Savings galore. Then we're back with Jodie and the One Day Special. And then a repeat of our Let Leonie Loose shows from earlier in the week. See you soon.
Coming up next on Hochanda is Craft Price Drop. Let me show you the best and easiest way to get involved. Firstly, Craft Price Drop isn't like a normal show here on Hochanda. It involves a falling price auction, which means the price continues to plummet until the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. Regardless of when you call to register your bid or added that item to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for.